everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. You can call me Elle or Lessels. And today we're here to do some more adventure missions in the Xianzhou Luofu. Wow, to think that just last time in Yukong's mission we were standing here and crying. But, you know, it's another day now. We don't need to worry about the tears and crying anymore. And yeah, oh, speaking of that, of Yukong's mission, after her mission ended yesterday, or not yesterday. Sorry, that makes it sound okay. After her mission ended, not yesterday, I ended it like 5 days ago. I did this afterwards, this thing here. This was like a follow-up thing to blah blah blah. This was like a follow-up thing to Yukong's thing. I did that off camera. It was fun. It was fun, but I didn't think it needed to be recorded. Anyway, so today on the agenda, there's 2 missions I'm wanting to do. The first one is this one. Todd Riordan's academic research glimpsing the verdant apothecary's pouch. I wanted to do this one. I did look it up ahead of time, because sometimes I do this when I have a lot of adventure missions to do. I looked up ahead of time that this one is multiple parts and will take like multiple days to complete. So I'm starting it today. It'll all be in one video, but I'm I'm starting that today, and I plan on finishing that today. But beyond that, I also want to do the mission, this one, Bestial Ferocity. I want to do both of those in today's video. So yeah, I'm very curious about what it's going to be about. I don't really know anything about it. I just know that it's going to take me multiple days to complete. And yeah, thank you guys for waiting for new videos. I've been kind of busy this month so far, so I haven't had as much time to record as I would like. So yeah, things have been taking a bit longer than I've liked. So thank you for your waiting. Now we can start for real. Oh, is that him right there? How convenient for us. Oh yeah, and by the way, in my last video I posted, I kind of was having like some weird stuff going on with my mic audio. I don't know, like when I was doing the edit and stuff, I realized there was like a lot of like what kind of noises? It was like a like those types of sounds in my audio. I tried to figure out what the problem was in between now and then, and was trying to like look it over in my recordings. Honestly, I don't quite know what the problem is, so I don't know if that's fixed, and so I'm sorry if y'all hear that again this time. It's an unfortunate thing. Ah, there's traces of history everywhere you look aboard Xianzhou, but Xianzhou natives don't even know these things' true value. What's with all the sighing? The Xianzhou natives don't even know its true values. Yeah, let's try to get on the same level as him. Who's copying how I talk? Oh, you're wearing Outworlder clothes. I get it. You can't bear these Xianzhou natives either, right? In what way? I thought I met a kindred spirit, but you're just a bot who repeats everything. Ugh, it's actually terrible how many times we've gotten that accusation from people we've met since we've started playing so many characters. We're just repeating them. Forget about it. I don't have any beef with you. I'm just talking about the history and culture of Xianzhou. The Xianzhou natives are different from us. Ask any of them and you'll find they've lived for centuries. What we Outworlders consider ancient history is actually just a childhood memory for them. This means the study of history on Xianzhou is completely different from what we consider as history, or put simply, they lack respect for the past. Archaeologists often speculate on the past by studying utensils and inscriptions from antiquity, but on Xianzhou, everything is perpetually being upgraded. They simply chuck out centuries-old antiques. It's just awful. Wow, I never really thought about that before. I guess that really must be what they do here. Because, yeah, I mean... Because if you were to think about it, like, if you were to, like, make the equivalent of, like, a century to Xianzhou natives to, like, a decade for normal lifespans, like, yeah, like, in a decade you might throw away your old phone and get a new one, and you might, like, upgrade, like, the fridge in your house or something, you know, you might get a new washing machine or something, and, like, you know, you might just sell the other one or get rid of it. And so I guess it would make sense that the people of the Xianzhou would do the same thing, but with things that ordinary folks might find quite more valuable. Huh? You're also a keen student of Xianzhou history? Apologies, I haven't even introduced myself yet. I'm Todd from the Intelligentsia Guild. We can discuss things a little more if you're interested in Xianzhou history. What are you doing here and looking around like this? I'm looking for an assistant. Someone familiar with the local situation, friendly, well-educated, a capable adventurer. An outworlder. All these qualities must be present to help me finish my research project on Xianzhou. Well, you need that many assistants? Are you looking for an assistant to... the protagonist of a story? Well, you need that many assistants? That many? I don't think so. Wait, I think you misunderstood. I just want to hire one assistant. But as this is for my academic research, I have slightly strict requirements for this person. We scholars from the Intelligentsia Guild must deeply penetrate into alien civilizations and win their trust, while also braving any natural disasters we may encounter. It's as dangerous as being a nameless. See, now, there's a Stellaron causing a calamity here. My plans to research the medical history of the Xianzhou just went down the drain. The locals originally gave approval for me to enter the Alchemy Commission, browse medical texts, and exchange research findings with others, but they kept delaying my visit. Xianzhou residents might be able to afford the wait, but my old bones simply can't wait. Yeah, I can imagine it'd be a lot more of a urgent matter for Todd here. A lot has happened in the Alchemy Commission. The Cloud Knights are already imposing a curfew over there. Yeah. How do you know that? Wait, I've been looking everywhere, but you seem to know a lot about what's happening inside the Alchemy Commission. I heard that the general of the Luofu invited some outworlders to get involved in their internal affairs in a rare turn of events. Could you be one of those people? Guilty as charged. What luck, Lessels, are you interested in becoming my assistant? I don't meet your requirements, though. Please go find someone else. Why don't you want Xianzhou locals? Oh, I guess he doesn't like those. Yeah. My child, all these long-lived species are the same. I've been in the Xianzhou for a year already. They keep taking me to tourist spots and making me drink terrible beverages. They don't plan to share the secrets of their past with me. Even the application to the Alchemy Commission was only granted after painstaking networking. But you are different. You are chosen by the general and can go into as many secret places, unlike normal visitors. What do I need to do? Don't worry, we'll start with running an errand, the most simple task of all. Absolutely. I want to ask you to go to the Alchemy Commission. To pick up some research materials, it won't take too long. Please help a fellow outworlder, young lady. Sure, I mean, I see no problem in it. Say, I need a Xianzhou medical textbook called The Compendium of Remedies. Could you please head over to the Alchemy Commission and bring it to me? There was no approval. Did you want me to steal the book? These medical textbooks are the Alchemy Commission's secrets, no? How are these books secret? They're just references that alchemists can browse at any time. Besides, they agreed to let me borrow it. The Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist approved my request when I met her. According to the Guild's creed, knowledge should be exchanged with an equally valuable piece of knowledge. I gave her a copy of ancient texts, and she gave me a prescription. The Guild would have never seen. Who's who's the head of the Alchemy Commission? Who's the chief alchemist? Do we know? It's not Donshu, right? That wouldn't make any sense, right? I don't know. Because Donshu's she's like the top of the, what do you call them? Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but she's the head of, I don't think she's the chief alchemist or anything though, right? I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Who is? Bailu's in the Alchemy Commission, right? But I don't know who else is there. I really don't know. My mind is slipping away. I can't remember. Go, I'll give you the approval documents. Don't let an old man like me wait too long. At my age, arthritis is a veritable torment. Poor guy. Okay. Then let's go. Let me put this on my thingy. Where is it? Yeah, navigate. Okay. Ooh, I honestly haven't been back to the Alchemy Commission since, I mean, like, in real life, and by real life, you know what I mean. I haven't been back here since the, what do you call it? The Trailblaze mission. Like, obviously we were kind of here during Dan Heng's thing, but, like, it wasn't a real place. It was like a domain. Okay, here we are once again. Oh, I forgot how haunting the music was here. Hello. Wearing Alchemy Commission clothes, which are also kind of, sometimes what the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus wear also, but... Tired healer. I got asked to leave before I even finished writing the prescription. It can't be helped, it's a mess everywhere. Hello? Can I help you? Ask to borrow the textbook from them. Compendium of Remedies? I remember looking up a prescription in it 2 days ago. Your clothes. Are you an Outworlder here for treatment? Why do you want that book? Are you trying to write prescriptions for yourself? How preposterous. Since you are already here, a healer will attend to you sooner or later. You can't treat yourself with a medical textbook. Recount Todd's request, yeah. It's a bit of a misunderstanding here, guys. Sorry. The Intelligentsia Guild's application to borrow textbooks? I think I've heard about this. With the commission in chaos, all of our colleagues are being interrogated by the Cloud Knights. I don't think anyone would know about the request you're talking about. Oh no. However, the new chief alchemist, Lady Yuluo, might be able to help you. Okay, so that's the new chief alchemist. I think she's somewhere around here. You can try asking her. It's best to ask the chief alchemist about important business, such as outsiders borrowing our medical texts. Yes. Good idea. Don't want to get in trouble or anything. And how far away is she? Whoa, all the way over there. We're teleporting, of course. That is far, far away. Oh, over here. Is that the new chief, or is that same healer? No, oh yeah, that's the new chief. Okay. Hi, how can I help you? Recount Todd's request. Compendium of Remedies. The Intelligentsia Guild's application? I see. Okay, Lady Donshu was the head of the Alchemy Commission. Okay. Gotcha. It's all coming back to me. Thank you. Okay. I see. It was something Lady Donshu approved when she held the post. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't call her Lady anymore. I don't want to change her policies, but you must have heard about her crimes, right? The Cloud Knights are thoroughly investigating the commission, and even our day-to-day job as healers are being affected. So it's not going to work? Alright, I'll go and decline Todd's offer. These medical textbooks are not highly confidential files, nor do they contain forbidden knowledge, but I'm not the one who made the rules. After what happened in the Alchemy Commission, every exchange request needs to be re-approved. That makes sense. That makes sense, because yeah, especially if it was Donshu who approved it before, it's not exactly trustworthy anymore, unfortunately. I just came back from a foreign business trip myself. The Alchemy Commission had experienced a huge upheaval and armed conflict. Everything is a mess. So many books have been displaced from the bookshelves. I even saw some books hanging off trees. What? Yuluo smiles at you. Oh! Is she trying to give us, like, a roundabout way to get the book? Like she's saying like, oh, I can't, you know, give the book to you, but, you know, I did see some books hanging on trees, you know. I still need to continue making inventory. If there's nothing else, let's talk another time. Look for compendium of remedies inside the Alchemy Commission. Okay. So there seems to be a couple places where they're hanging. Okay, let's start over here. Oh, there are people to fight over here. Whoa. I'm scared. Okay. Let's just...
Stream forth.
Oh no, is this gonna be a... Whoa. We're so strong we can just defeat formidable foes like that? Okay. Okay, how easy.
Seek, and you will find.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, hello? I'm wondering if this guy has any dialogue. I'm just curious. Unfortunate healer. Are you the claims specialist from the Heron Express? But your clothes, why do I feel like you're an Outworlder? Did I get the wrong person? What did Outworlders ever do to you? That's not what I mean. I'm waiting for the local Heron Express specialist to arrive. I'm just disappointed to see someone else. The Cloud Knight said it's not safe around here and that I should stay at home for a few days, but I still haven't memorized my medical textbooks. So I spent a hefty sum to have Heron Express deliver the books from the Alchemy Commission to my home. But that Psychrain kept running into walls and trees before it even left the Alchemy Commission. I'm so angry. I watched helplessly as my books fell from the sky. Is that why books are in trees? Oh, my textbooks, my precious textbooks. If Heron Express doesn't pay me $1 million or two, they'll never hear the end of it from me. Ask him where the textbooks are. You're looking for the compendium remedies? Lucky for you, I do have one of the volumes. Okay, okay. But with the shipping incident, that book ended up in a tree. If you can find it, it's yours. I recorded the incident anyways. Heron Express specialists just aren't coming, huh? They sure have guts. Seems like I have to visit them myself. Poor guy. Poor guy. Okay. Yeah, let's just throw a rock at it or something, I don't know. This is an ordinary tree. You can somehow hear the sound of flipping pages as the wind blows through the leaves. You carefully search the tree for the source of the sound and find a book hanging on the branches. The scene gives off a crude sense of beauty. Could this be the textbook Yuluo mentioned? You decide to take a deep breath and kick the tree, jump up and reach for the branch. Hit the tree with your weapon. No, I wouldn't want to accidentally cut down the tree or something. Let's try jumping. You jump as high as you can and lift your arms to try to reach the branch. Time stops for a moment, your feet leave the ground. You are concerned that you might reach something you shouldn't touch, such as a bird's nest or a beehive. As you ponder this, a book falls from the tree. Perfect, okay. Great, okay, so we found the second volume. So now we have to find, I'm guessing, the first one? When we find both of them, I'll read them, if that's something we're able to do. I'm assuming we can. How do you get over here? What's that way? I mean, I'll just come up this way, I guess. We'll figure out how to get there, I suppose. Let's go this way. Just gotta avoid enemies is all. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go, like, up these staircases. Is how I'm assuming you might get there. So I just gotta... Should we just try running? Running through? Do you think we'll make it? Let's go. Okay. Okay, that was fine, that was fine. I was so scared. I was really so scared. I did not think we'd make it. See you guys, okay. Oh. Oh? People talk about shooting fish in a barrel, but never about getting books out of it. Was the book in there? Today your happiness came from books. You found one of the volumes of the... I didn't realize it would just be in there. I was just hitting it like normal. I was just hitting it like how I normally hit things. I didn't think there'd actually be a book in there. Well, alrighty then. What's this? What's this? Hello? I can't do anything with this. Was I supposed to like search this area for books and I just ended up doing the right one? That must be it, because I can't even interact with those things. Oh, whoopsie. Well, before we do that, can I read them? Are they in my bookshelf? Perhaps? Compendium. Compendium of remedies. I don't know if they're gonna be interesting. I just want to see what it is. I'm probably just, yeah. Stone calf chemophilia infusion, orthopedics, pain from regrowing a broken tooth. Oh my god, pain from obstructed wisdom teeth growth. Oh. Those who suffer from the pain of a broken tooth should take this when the tooth is growing back. Those who suffer from obstructed wisdom teeth should take this every day. Do not take more than one. Because, yeah, didn't Donshu talk in the past about, like, how painful it is, like, how painful wisdom teeth can be as a long-lived species? I don't know. Do not take more than one infusion per day. Contraindicted with the pain-soothing infusion, 1,000 manifestation infusion, supreme liberal pellet, and red cockroach sweet salty ointment. Contradicted in pregnancy. History. This is an ancient prescription aimed at soothing excessive teeth growth in Xianzhou natives. In the year 6652 of the star calendar, Bai's Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission altered the two components of draconic licorice and steadfast teeth, replacing them with extracts of cloud poria growth on the Yaoxing and rock salt crystals from Insomosu, respectively. This medicine can effectively cure obstructed teeth growth for approximately 20. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anything else? Clear head flowing meridian infusion, psychoanalysis, intense emotional fluctuations such as fear and horror. This is anxiety med. Powder form, blah, blah, blah. History. This prescription has existed before the formation of the... since before the formation of the Alliance. After signing a trade agreement for the first time with the IPC, the Alchemy Commission welcomed an academic exchange visit from the Intelligentsia Guild's troops of the Learned, and the two parties exchanged information. The alchemist Muyan transplanted into medical herbs the chemical compounds that reduced psychological arousal in the original prescription, breeding this brand new medical plant called Calming Valerian. Clear head flowing meridian infusion is a must-have when warring against Borisin. Ah, that makes sense. Because don't they... Yeah. After ingestion, the medicine helps but suppress fear. Incited by the Borisin sperm. Interesting. It's more... This book is more interesting than I thought it would be. Then Salvation and Rebirth Pellet. Transfiguration. Main indication, increased wound healing speed and decreased pain during wound closing. This prescription was developed during the era when the ambrosial arbor first started to grow. Its main ingredient is the sprouts of the ambrosial arbor. After the rainbow destroyed the ambrosial arbor, the Alchemy Commission never stopped investigating the arbor's remains and innovated to produce components that can be used as medicine. This medicine is a must-have for Cloud Knights during warfare. Mind-walking arts, transfiguration, main indication none? The user must possess altered flesh, inject the Wingweaver bone marrow using golden needles. Wait for 3 dual hours for the conversion, and the user will gain characteristics of Wingweavers. Their bodies will be light as the wind and will grow a pair of wings that allows them to fly. History. This is an ancient prescription from the Theophany era, and discussion and use of this prescription is strictly forbidden. Offenders will be punished severely by the 10 Lords Commission. Okay, this one seems like... Everything else seemed like stuff that could be, like, common knowledge, but this seems like something that might actually be, like, private. Like, maybe that you shouldn't just show this to everyone. And then in Volume 2, the General's Di Huang Drink. Classification, Hatching Rebirth. Main indication, Videodara that do not grow up from their infantile stage and suffer from delayed development. Oh. From Lady Bailu, this came from Lady Bailu. This medication is still under clinical trial. If no results emerge after a year, consider this prescription invalid and abandoned. Note, Bigger Faster is a combination medicine from various different plants. Though there are no toxic side effects, it is strictly forbidden to widely apply this medication before Lady Bailu confirms its tongue twister, its efficacy. Woo, okay. Injection of past life in dreams. Hatching rebirth. Vidyadhara that ingest this after hatching rebirth can remember their past lives. Whoa. This is the type of medicine that Dan Heng probably doesn't want, right? I don't know. According to Vidyadhara legends, this prescription was made by the alchemist Qinglu for their lover. Qinglu did not want the relationship to be over and wanted to continue it in their next reincarnation. This prescription goes against the cultural traditions and laws of the Vidyadhara. It should not be used except when the very survival of the Vidyadhara race is at risk. Oh, wow. It is an offense against the laws of the Vidyadhara to use the injection of past lives in dreams on a Vidyadhara against their will, through coercion or by force. The offender will suffer the punishment of rebirth. Karmic Salvation Infusion. Mara-struck. To alleviate symptoms in early stage Mara-struck and slow down the development of Mara. This is by the book's editor. The Xianzhou legal code forbids any individuals to prepare this prescription privately. If needed, one should approach a local apothecary to apply for it. Spiritfarers of the Ten Lords Commission will locate the patient before symptoms of Mara manifest and guide them to the afterlife. Please do not use this prescription without permission. Is it safe to give Todd this stuff? Like, some of this stuff does seem kind of private. I don't know. Mara-struck to alleviate symptoms in late-stage Mara-struck. This one was for, like, early-stage Mara-struck, and this one's for late-stage. Soul-returning vitality infusion. The Xianzhou legal code forbids any individuals to prepare this prescription privately. If needed, one should approach a local apothecary or apply for the same stuff about the Ten Lords Commission. Interesting. Okay. That was very interesting to read. So now I'm guessing we're going back to Todd? Yep, okay.
This haven of memories.
We found it.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
The voice of history can never stay silent.
I got the textbook. Really? Let me see. Todd starts reading on the spot. It looks like the prescription she gave does exist in the book, but what about the ingredients in it? What are you researching? I want to find out whether the prescription the last chief alchemist gave me is genuine. After all, I gave her a copy of Theories on Returning from the Underworld, which is an invaluable ancient text. Of course, I need to see how good her returning gift is. That woman's gifts always contain evil intent. Don't worry, she is skilled in pharmacology, that is true. Just make this medicine and ingest it to find out. She is skilled in pharmacology. Oh, she's treated you before? This prescription is recorded in the medical textbooks, but there's an extra ingredient. The prescription didn't say what this ingredient is or where it's from. It's just called Divine Aureate Twig. Is this the name of a common medicine in Xianzhou? Lessels, what do you think? I'm guessing it's a twig from the bodies of the Mara-struck. Oh. Divine Art could be. I mean, though honestly, I don't want to just like speak without knowing. I don't know either. The answers of one of my questions will always lead to another. Can I please ask you to find an alchemist and get some clues out of them? Please find some answers either through greasing some palms or more persuasive means. Lessels, old Todd can only rely on you now. If I can't figure out this key issue, that means my net gain would be 0 from this exchange of knowledge. Now go and I will pay you handsomely, okay? No problem for me, I guess. We're going back to the Alchemy Commission? Oh, we're probably gonna talk to, probably gonna talk to the Chief Alchemist again? Perhaps? Or no, she's over there. So who are we talking to? Or are we just supposed to ask any healers? Just anyone?
Can you just give
Oh,
me
is this
some
the guy who we were talking to a little bit earlier? I heard you've been criticized again recently. What happened? Haven't you just joined the Alchemy Commission for a short time? I was involved in a pretty absurd matter. Anyway, it's a long story. Why don't you tell me about it? We're colleagues, aren't we? Don't worry, I'm good at keeping secrets. It's just that I'm not meticulous enough when making prescriptions. Well, if the criticism is justified, you should just see it as a chance to train yourself to be tougher. If the comments are too harsh, don't take them to heart, you'll soon be over it. Who didn't make mistakes when they were young? It's part of the process for your age. Just take it as a lesson. Stop. Can you pipe down for a bit? You're giving me a headache. Who knows what they're talking about? Are you a healer? Should I be talking to you? What in the world's going on? Why is everything such a mess? I didn't even get to meet anyone. I knew when I got back and I just got promoted to Chief Alchemist all of a sudden. Congratulations. Thanks, Sai. What brings you here? Do you need to retrieve any books? Oh, aren't you the one who asked for compendium of remedies last time? I helped you last time, so could you do me a favor in return? Oh, yeah, no problem. Please forgive me for this awkward situation. Actually, in addition to medical texts, we also keep some forbidden tomes here in the Alchemy Commission. They're supposed to be carefully preserved, but now they've been stolen. I guess the theft has something to do with the disciples of Sanctus Medicus as well. I've asked the Seat of Divine Foresight, but they haven't found any clues about the forbidden tomes. It's turning into a real headache for me. Oh, by your astonished expression, I can tell that you actually want to say, come on, has the Alchemy Commission ever done anything right? Well, now you see how perilous my position as Chief Alchemist is. Well, I'll handle it, I guess. Awesome, I wasn't sure if you'd help me when Madame Xianzhou recommended you. Oh, Xianzhou, okay. But now I can see that she was right to have faith in you. So you need to retrieve these 3 scrolls, Manuscript of Wisdom, Silence, and Delirium. Well, I don't have any leads on them. I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. Okay. So I don't think that's like a new official quest. It's just like if I find them, come back to her. I'm assuming they're around here somewhere. Anyway, but that's not what we're really here to do right now. We're trying to ask healers, but which healers?
You say you're around
collect.
commission officer?
Thank you. Who should I be talking to?
Oh, can you just give me some peace and quiet?
Excited healer. Oh, ask about the ingredients. You want to know about prescriptions? Then go ask an alchemist. My specialty is in surgery, the kind that opens people up. Scared yet? Wow, aren't you a tough one? Fine, I'll say it another way. Go find a real professional. This isn't my expertise. Okay. Good to know. So it's not you. What about you?
High Elder commanded the luminescent
You?
depths to rise. Everyone is
No, okay.
amazed.
What about you guys? Riordan quickly eat. My sister came and told me about it. Well, it's quite a stir. I don't think these are the healers that I'm looking for, because the word healer isn't in either of their names, so let's just skip it away. Okay. Are you a healer? Are you a healer?
Travel with healer is just my dad's disguise.
Who am I meant to be talking to? Oh, confused healer? Hello? Ask about the ingredients. Sorry, I just started working in the Alchemy Commission recently. I haven't even memorized the common prescriptions yet. I really can't answer this question. It's better if you ask other people. Okay. Who am I meant to be talking to? These guys are all outside of the circle. I feel dumb. Am I just like passing by people? Hello? You don't talk. Are you a healer? Hello? Is anybody here? I'm so confused. What's a Pearl Keeper? Well.
Can you just give me some peace and quiet?
Did you hear that your chief alchemist is a disciple of Saint Medicus?
Ooh, gossip. Ooh. I'm so confused, y'all. Who am I supposed to talk to?
Commanded the luminescent depths to rise. Everyone is...
Like, what am I missing? I'm at a loss of words. Who am I meant to talk to? Oh, who's learned alchemist? An outworlder, how can I help you? If you're here for treatment, go to the healer's market, make a booking. There we go. Okay. Woo! He was hiding in plain sight. The healer suddenly looks very nervous. Oh. Where did you hear that name? Tell a lie, the medicinal textbook. Tell the truth, Donshu's prescription. I never thought the Master Primus gift did... Whoa. I never thought the Master Primus gifted this prescription to the guild. How surprising. It's a pity that the short-life species would never understand the secrets beyond this ingredient. Let me tell you the truth. This is nothing less than the overgrowth on the bodies of the Mara-struck Xianzhou natives. You cannot obtain this ingredient without killing Xianzhou humans. Wow. Are you a remnant of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? The Master Primus was martyred, and the disciples all scattered. I had no choice but to hide as well. I can pretend this never happened today, but if you don't want the Cloud Knights or Ten Lords Commission giving you trouble, you better leave right now, otherwise I can't make any promises. Yeah, I'm kind of with them. You scoundrel! Yeah. Whoopsie doopsie. He gave his information to the wrong guy. Yeah, we unfortunately can't let any leftover disciples go free.
We have the upper hand.
They cause too much problems. Let's do this. I have so many skill points right now.
Destined for oblivion.
Okay.
You say you're around keeping
Eerie
fish
twig.
officer?
Ooh. Did we take the twig from his body? Ooh. Does this really have medicinal use? Eerie twig. Interesting. Okay. Let's go back to our boy, Todd. Boop. Okay.
This
Interesting.
haven of memories. Every touch.
I mean, I'm sure, like,
every
yeah,
moment
after
is like a thorn.
after these hundreds of years of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus infiltrating the Luofu, it's going to take a long time for all of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus to be gotten rid of, unfortunately.
The voice of history can never stay
I
silent.
got what you need, Todd. Thank you for your hard work. Fascinating. This thing does look similar to Twig's, but its veins shine with a golden light. Its mysteries must be related to the Xianzhou natives' legends. Scholar Bernini will be so jealous once he finds out what I've learned here. Todd makes the eerie twig into a specimen. I don't have a lot of tools available to me here, but the guild's research finally has some progress after a long delay. Thank you, Lessels. You are touching upon the Xianzhou's forbidden secrets. You're not afraid of me reporting you? I'll say the first part. What? Forbidden secrets? I don't seek medicines to grant immortality, and don't wish to become long-life species. What forbidden secrets am I unveiling? What crime is it to collect a small twig that could have come from anywhere? Besides, you gave me this twig yourself. Yeah, you got a point there. you got me there. You got me there, Todd. You've helped me so much, and I'm definitely not a stingy person. Apart from tangible cash, I will also provide the most common reward in the Intelligentsia Guild, that of knowledge. After all, knowledge is worth more than gold. I will share with you all the information I gain from this project. Take this manuscript and keep it safe. I'll come find you again, young one, if I need to conduct more research. I'm assuming that is the case then. Okay, yep. Alrighty. And I got a little book to read. Let's take a look at his research or whatever, because that sounds important. What's it called again? Did it say his name in it? I can't remember. There it is. Okay. Report a rare plant specimen. Todd Riordan's research report. It contains detailed records of test data regarding Mara-struck soldiers. Okay. By Todd Riordan. Type investigative. Location the Luofu. After the implementation of the ban on internal and external travel in the Xianzhou Luofu, I immediately realized the value of this opportunity. The Skyfaring Commission personnel who were originally accompanying us were unable to split their attention anymore and could no longer enthusiastically take care of me. She must have relaxed her guard against an old man like me who was weak and inactive. Anyway, how does the saying go in Xianzhou? Taking chestnuts out of the fire? Risk and benefit are good, inseparable friends. Anyway, I dispatched a new acquaintance of mine, a certain investigator. She did not disappoint me and brought me a sample of a plant. This branch is not grown in a garden or an incubator, but is an abnormal growth extracted from fallen Xianzhou warrior. May Klapoth watch over all afflicted souls. I risked being arrested and drove a star skiff to explore several delves. During the time, I witnessed some cloud knights falling into an uncontrollable frenzy. They seemed to have broken down from some great pain and brandished their weapons at their colleagues for no reason. Mara struck. Within minutes, some of these soldiers started having vines and leaves sprouting out from under their armor, as if they were some plant in a frenzied growth spurt. Some even lost their human form. As I mentioned in my previous report, the Xianzhou myth about the ambrosial arbor is not just talk. The sacred tree, believed to have been planted by Yaoshi, suddenly began to grow, the reason for which will take some time to ascertain. The rise of the ambrosial arbor brought about many anomalies, the most notable of which is the madness known to the Xianzhou people as Mara-struck, as well as the strange growths that only appear on the bodies of Xianzhou natives. I don't have many tools at hand, but spectral analysis and genetic testing show that these plants do not belong to a simple biological category. They are more like a kind of bionic material. I extracted some liquid from their vascular system, which contains Xianzhou native genes. Whoa, that's crazy. You don't lack samples, but you certainly haven't obtained this kind of mutant sample. Attached is the report of the test data, which can be opened with my Intelligentsia Guild member code. I will send it out as soon as communication is restored. Enter code to read report. Interesting. Okay, so that's part one, and I'm guessing when the game resets tomorrow, I'll be able to, do the next part? Yeah. Okay then. Well, I'm probably gonna get started on another mission, but you won't know that because when this video is over, you will be at the next part of this mission. Okay, now we're back for day 2 of the Todd blah 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 mission. What do you got for us today,
The
sir?
voice of history can never stay silent.
Okay, why are you looking around? You came at a good time, Lessels. There's something I want to ask you. I heard there's been thunderous noise coming from Scalegorge Waterscape recently. Has something big happened? Oh. So something kind of big happened. Are you asking me to investigate something? Nothing of the sort. I'm just curious about the happenings on the Luofu. Besides, aren't we close friends who help each other out? Sure. Looks like you are quite perturbed after helping with my research last time. I swear on Noose's name that your investigation will be used, will not be used. Okay, first time. I didn't read the "not" there, and I was like, I thought he was promising that his investigation would be used immorally. I was like, oh, it's like, that's not exactly comforting, but I guess if, you know, if he's a, you know, real follower of the erudition and he's swearing on Noose's name, then I guess I can trust that at least. Back to the topic, could you tell me what happened in Scalegorge Waterscape? You talk about your experience briefly. Yeah, that's a lot happened. The reincarnated High Elder has returned to his homeland, parted the sea, and stirred the waves? Just hearing you say these gives me a vivid imagery. It's as if I were there. Since I started studying the history of Xianzhou civilization, I've been longing to visit the famous sites of the Luofu mentioned in the books. It's a shame that the star rail has become unstable since the disappearance of Akivili. The worlds are getting further and farther away from each other, and the guild has gradually lost interest in the Xianzhou. Interesting, okay. My teacher, Bernini, was a fan of Xianzhou culture all his life. He once wrote to me, describing the peculiar ecology of Scalegorge Waterscape and the water that was full of vitality. Yeah, because it births all of the Videodara, right? Unfortunately, cultural study has always been a niche thing. Without an impressive result, a study would not be funded. In the end, my teacher never returned to his teaching post out of embarrassment and left to work elsewhere. As for me, I'm just a mediocre and untalented person. In fear of ending up the same way as my teacher, I've wasted most of my life on things that would quickly get me rich and famous. Now that I'm getting older, I have decided to stay true to myself and come here. Interesting. I can believe that. I can believe that from him. You know, I still don't know exactly, like, what to think, what to make of Todd, but I think what he's saying here is true. Help me, Lessels. I want to complete what was left unfinished by my teacher and witness the beautiful Scalegorge Waterscape before I am too old to walk. He wants to come with us, or does he want us to take pictures, or what? Of course, you can take some time to think it over. This time, I won't promise you a handsome pay, as I understand the offer is humiliating to a nameless. After all, both of us have the same kind of courage. While we scholars study the unknown, the nameless pursue the unknown, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Todd gets breathless after speaking too fast. That's so real. That's so real, Todd. Even for the non-elderly, that girl, that happened to me this morning. Anyway, I digress. He waits for your decision while catching his breath. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll do it, obviously. Have you decided whether to help me? I'll help you. Please humiliate with me. No. Haha, now, how should I, express my gratitude in the Xianzhou language? I'll forever be in your debt. I just realized neither of us are from Xianzhou. Forget it. Yeah, we're both Outworlders. Now let's talk about the investigation. I'd like to compose a report discussing the changes in Scalegorge Waterscape and the pros and cons of the High Elder's succession system. For this, I need the latest information. As usual, you need me to run some errands for you, buddy? Yes, but please don't get the wrong idea that I'm trying to avoid physical work. My... Mr. Arthritis. Mr. Arthritis has been giving me a hard time whenever I walk. Without the help of the medical exoskeleton, I feel like I'm stepping on glass with every stride I make. What is the medical exoskeleton? Anyway, my teacher mentioned that he has cited some Videodara monuments in Scalegorge Waterscape in his letters. For example, the statue dedicated to the High Elder, and many other historical mirrors. I know exactly where those are. I can go show them to you. These bore witness to the Videodara history. He also told me that he had seen a sunken Videodara egg underwater. I wonder how he got into the sea. I wonder that too, actually. Could he have controlled the water and moved it away? Just kidding. He must have worn a diving suit. I guess I thought that would make sense. The last thing he saw was, quite hard to describe. He said it was a dragon-shaped ray of light. Could it have been a miracle left by Long the Permanents for their descendants? What's the Dragon-shaped ray of light. I can't picture it myself, but I'm sure I've seen it. Anyway, if you see any of those things, please take a picture and show it to me. I'll attach these supporting documents to my report. Of course, I'll make you the co-author. Thank you, Todd. Okay. Sure. See, I'm guessing we have a lot to take pictures of. Let's add this to my navigation. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yep. Oh, use the function. Oh, okay. I should take the picture from the front, though. I feel like that would be a prettier image. Like, why would you want a picture of Dan Heng just from behind? Hello? I mean, he's not Dan Heng, but you know, he is Dan Heng. Okay. Very good. Okay. This is an artifact left by Dan Heng, or no, by Dan Heng's previous incarnation, or actually by his previous incarnation's previous incarnation. Seems I've made a remarkable friend indeed. We really have made a remarkable friend. Besties for life. And probably in the next life too, because Dan Heng will probably be reincarnated again. Okay. Down this ways. That's so pretty here, love it. Oh yeah, this is the egg. Yeah. That one? Or is that one not the one? Which one? I don't know. We'll see. That one. That's what I thought. Yay! Okay, and now probably the murals. Todd is looking for a Videotter egg. Those eggs differ so much in size. They really do. Does that mean that there's different size Videotteras in there? These are the ones that Bailu comes out of. And then those are the ones that Dan Heng comes out of. Okay. Where to? Yeah. Oh, I should unlock that. I should unlock that calyx. How do I get there? Oh. Where's that? Over there? Yeah, let me just... Whoop. We're just gonna run on through here. La 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 la. I'm not even here. I'm not even here. I'm not even here. I'm not even here. See, I'm not even here. Okay. Whoa, look at this pathway. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I didn't walk on this last time we were here. Oh, we see we have some enemies about here. Well, I'll just do a little bit of... The struggle mirrors Todd has mentioned seem to be nearby. Yes. Yes, we will take pictures of them. Okay. That's all the enemies over here, right? Okay, yeah. So, what? Take a picture of any of the murals? Maybe we'll take a picture of this one. Yep, okay. Looks like we just needed one. There's a continue in the story. Looks like this is the mural that records Videotter history that he mentioned. Yes. And then... Oh, yeah! That dragon-shaped ray of light. How could I forget? How could I forget? Oh, that is not the way. Yeah. I guess I forgot about it. Yeah. When you think about it, it's pretty, yeah, that'd be pretty difficult to forget. What is this? Whoa. Echo of War. Oh! I've actually already done this. I just didn't do it from here. It's so nice now, actually, that in the game you can just, like, do everything from here and you don't even have to teleport anywhere. Like, oh my god, it makes things so easy. You're just like, do-do-do-do-do, bloop, and then you just go. So easy. It's nice that they even let you... Yeah, it's nice... Oh, let me get that chest, actually, because I'm gonna forget about that. It's nice that they even let you go do things that you haven't reached in the story yet. It's been so helpful, like, being able to level up Acheron and stuff before we've, you know, reached her area where her materials are. Because... And then, like, what's great is because, like, even if I don't want to see, you know, the stuff there and get spoiled, all I have to do is just put it on, like, auto battle and then close my eyes or, like, turn, like, what I do is I usually just put it on auto battle and then I just, like, turn my chair around until I feel like it's done. But it's so nice. Todd wants to see the dragon-shaped ray of light. This place has an unobstructed view. Let's look around here. Okay. Ooh, the floor is so pretty. It feels like a magical, like, moon castle. Like a castle on the moon. Okay. Yeah, I'd want a picture of this too. Great. The light is untouchable, but can be captured by the camera. This should be the one Todd is looking for. So now I'm assuming we will see him again. Yep. Okay. Easy peasy.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
I can't wait until we meet Acheron. It's gonna be so good. I just know it is. Okay, we're back, Todd.
The voice of history can never stay silent.
Okay, I took the pictures. Fantastic. Let me have a look. Todd takes the pictures from you and scrutinizes them one by one. Let me just... Oh, okay. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. As we get older, we can't see and tell colors apart that well. These views look exactly the same as those described by my teacher. If only I could have admired them earlier. Huh? Hold on. What's this shiny mark? Are my eyes failing me? Isn't it a mark of the guild? I didn't notice it when I took the pictures. Is there a problem with the pictures? No, there's no problem at all. On the contrary, you captured something interesting. I thought I was lucky enough to be able to see these views through the pictures. In one of the pictures, I noticed a special optical marking used only by the members of the Intelligentsia Guild. It shows that a scholar has done research at the particular... Oh, well, that's pretty cool that they can do that. Scholars and left clues for his or her peers. So if an Intelligentsia Guild member has researched an area, they'll, like... What, they, like, leave some sort of individual marking that... What, is it only be able to be picked up on by photos, or what? I keep saying what. What? It was automatically detected by the processing program of the guild when I received the pictures. How interesting. What an unexpected pleasant surprise. Did you leave this marking, Bernini? You really were driven. Wow, that's really cool. Are you sure this is your master's marking? Yeah, could have been someone else. After all these years of being a scholar, the only thing I'm certain of is that nothing is certain. But that's a logical explanation. After all, the research hype has long gone, and very few scholars are sent to Xianzhou for cultural exchange. That makes sense. It's uncivilized to vandalize a historical monument. Please, let me explain. If it's an optical paint that is non-corrosive, harmless, and can only be detected by a device of the guild, I'd personally call it protecting history. I guess I would agree with that, honestly. Like, if it actually doesn't alter anything about the historical object and it doesn't cause it any harm or deterioration, like, I guess I don't really see what the harm in it could be. These markings serve as reminders for those moronic armed archaeologists so they won't blow up the historical sites. Whoa. What's the purpose of leaving those markings? I have no idea. Since they were left there, they're meant to be clues. What did Bernini discover? Lessels, I'm going to follow this lead and see what Bernini has left behind. You mean you'll send little old me over there? You shouldn't have. Ah, what a nitpicker you are. That's right, I'll need you to check it out for me. Well, if you insist on me being there myself, I'd be more than willing to oblige. However, I'm afraid you can't accept the idea of carrying me on your back when doing the... Yeah, I'm sorry, Todd. You're, like, only a little bit shorter than me. That would be a hard carry. I'll install the guild's detection plugin into your phone. Oh, that way you'll be able to recognize the markings and take pictures of them. In terms of archaeology, it should probably be called optical rubbing. Bernini mentioned several places he had visited in the letters. I've marked them out on the map for you. Just bring your phone with you. The plugin will issue a notification if the reflection signal of a nearby marking is detected. Your job is to locate the marking and make a rubbing of it. Easy peasy, right? That's all. You may set off now. Okay. I mean, no biggie for me, I guess. And honestly, I'm enjoying seeing, like, what the Intelligentsia Guild is interested in researching, because, you know, we haven't really met a lot of characters from there? I'm trying to think. By characters, I'm thinking of like playable characters, even like what playable characters? I don't know. Wait, cause it's not the same as it's like a different faction than the Genius Society, but I don't think Herta's not in the Intelligentsia Guild, right? But she's, I don't know. But she's mentioned them. I know she has. Where are we going? Where is this? Where are we going? Oh, it's the Alchemy Commission. Duh, okay. I'm still a bit unfamiliar with this place, even though we've been here a few times now. The coordinates given by Todd show that the marking is nearby, but I can't find it here. Should I switch on the camera's detection system just to be safe? Enable precise recognition mode. Enable precise recognition mode. Ooh. Ooh. Note the specific response detected an optical marking of the guild is nearby. Owner Scholar Bernini Serrano. Doesn't this imagery kind of remind you of Yaoshi? With the multiple arms and then like the antler things, and then that looks like the tree. What do you call the tree? The arbor. The ambrosial arbor. Just kind of looks like an image of like Yaoshi. Is this what Todd meant by marking? This drawing is interesting, but it isn't complete. But the coordinate that Todd gave leaves me here. The missing markings are probably around here somewhere. Maybe I should look around? Nothing really looks out of place. Maybe I should switch to the camera's detection system? Something is glimmering over there. It's worth taking a look. Okay, let's go see. Whoa. Optical markings are used by the Intelligentsia Guild to discreetly exchange knowledge. At a certain angle, the markings will be pieced together to show the complete optical rubbing. So at a certain angle. So I might have to angle my camera or stand a certain way. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. If you are unable to find the remaining markings in the area, use the camera's detection system to obtain the remaining markings' location information. At a certain angle, piece together multiple incomplete markings and use the camera to record the complete official rubbing. Okay. Kind of seems like they just spoiled where it will be, but yeah, okay. There we go. And then I need to use the camera. Look at that. Something like that. Okay. How do I collect the rubbing of it, though? How do you get it the right way? Oh. It's very difficult, quite frankly. Maybe I'm not at the right angle. Closer? Or no, farther? A little bit farther. Maybe more from this side. I don't know. Am I going about this the wrong way? Anyway, okay. I'm a bit confused what I meant to do. Find the way to collect the rubbings? But I kind of got... Here's the thing. I understand what I meant to do. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I understand what I meant to do, but I'm actually really bad at these type of puzzles. Because like they have a few puzzles like this in Genshin Impact, and I swear to God, those type of puzzles have stumped me so much in the past. Like, I understand, you know, in theory, what you're supposed to do. Oh, I got it. Just look at Todd said this is the thing that made it feel this. Okay, gotcha. Like, I understand in theory what you're meant to be doing, but, like, yes. But I always get the angle, like, kind of wrong. So, now I just gotta find the other ones. This marking looks like, a tree and half a human? What exactly is it? A tree person? I wonder what a tree person could be. Perhaps Yaoshi? That's what makes sense to me. Okay. It's now to here. Oh, over here. Okay, looks like they got some over here. Oh. Note, specific response detected. An optical marking of the guild is nearby. Okay. Oh. Please save the information timely photos by taking pictures, memorizing, extracting, or by any other existing means. How am I gonna get an image of that? So it's like that. I probably need to stand over here. What's that a picture of? Oh, I got it. Okay. Can you put your little dialogue away so I can read? What is that? So there's like people, and they're like, or are those images of like the Videodara elders or some, or you know, the ancient Videodara people, and that's the waves of Scalegorge waterscape, and then that looks like the Ambrosial Arbor. Interesting. This drawing looks like the roots of an enormous tree. Is it the Ambrosial Arbor? Yeah. Okay. I only say that those people look like Videodara because it kind of reminds me of how they're drawn in some of the other Videodara murals in Scalegorge waterscape. Back down here. Okay, what do we got down here? I like this though. This is fun. Enable. Ooh, oh, this is a 3-parter. Blah, 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 take pictures, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. So, oh, like that. What's that an image of? Oh, is that, the Rainbow Arbiter? And that's him shooting, or I don't know if that's him exactly, but you know, it's something like that, but that's before he became Lon the Hunt, because this is like a human and not like a, because isn't Lon the Hunt, he's like a half, he's got like a horsey body or something. He's not like a full human body like this. But that looks like shooting the arrow that could like destroy the Ambrosial Arbor or something. Cool. A warrior with a bow. It seems to have a strong association with Xianzhou's history, but I'm not sure which part it's referring to. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go show Todd. He'll probably love to see this. Todd, we've got some stuff for you.
This haven of memories.
There's a lot of people chit-chatting out here.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
So I kind of want to eavesdrop on this. Gloomy woman sigh. Exasperated woman. That's enough sighing for one day. Why are you sighing at such a young age? Gloomy woman. Sigh, you won't get it even if I tell you. Exasperated woman. Are you bothered because you weren't invited to his soul-soothing ceremony? Yes and no. Everyone else was invited, and even she was there. Alas, who's she? Are you jealous? Not at all. I just wonder what got into the beautiful girl's head that made her go to the funeral. What is this about? What is this group? What are they talking about? Eavesdropping is wrong, though. Let's go Acheron.
That lady is crying her eyes out.
Oh my god, wait. No, because I've been hearing these children talking for a while, talking about that lady's crying her eyes out. Are they talking about this lady, the gloomy woman? I've been wondering. I'm like, what lady's been crying her eyes out? Wait. When I was heading out, I heard the lady across the street, yep, okay, bawling her eyes out. She's getting ready for the ceremony, which my parents have been working on lately. Ceremony? What's that? You're still a little kid. All things come to an end. You'll understand when you're older. Why are you waxing poetic all of a sudden? This is not like you. That's not what my father actually said. Oh, so there must be like a funeral or something happening? But funerals are probably quite rare to the people here, so... interesting. Okay. That's fun. I finally understand it, because I've been hearing those kids talk about that, and I'm just like, okay.
The people of the Xianzhou have long lives.
Xianzhou.
They do not care.
Here's your picture, sir. Let me take a look. Did you find this complex shape on a building, or was it pieced together by the plugin? This is indeed the handiwork of Bernini. As Todd is fiddling with the rubbing, you provided with withered Adam's apple moving up and down before he starts coughing vigorously. Oh no, get him a glass of water. Get him some tea or something. Interesting. These motifs seem to depict a significant historical moment in Xianzhou. Look at this. It's a depiction of a deity figure with multiple arms and branches growing behind. It portrays the advent of Yaoshi. You're pretty well versed in Xianzhou history. This might be an image without any special meaning for a layperson, but a professional can surely understand its meaning. Look at this drawing. A warrior bends his bow and shoots it at an enormous tree. It's clearly about the hunt, chopping off the ambrosial arbor. A well-known myth about the rainbow arbor. Yep, we learned about that. He isn't reading about the lore fun, guys. It's so fun. Yet instead of crediting the deed to the deity, a regular human form is drawn instead. Interesting. Because, yeah, wasn't it a thing in the story that he fired the thing, and he was working with that... Oh, what do you call them? Those other things... What do you call it? Like... I don't remember what it was called, but he was working with those little things that were supposed to be bad, but they're not. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. Names are like my one folly. Like, I can never remember the name of anything. But, you know, he was working with those things, and then they, like, combined together to become the hunt. I feel like that's what the story is, but that, you know, that's my amateur's understanding of it. If these drawings are about the important moments in Xianzhou history, there must be more than 3. Lessels, let's go deeper into Scalegorge Waterscape and explore. Since my master went there before, he must have left some other clues. If you find anything, please show me. As for now, Todd's autonote starts taking down information rapidly upon his touch. By the way, please take this. You can find my interpretation on the drawings inside. Although it isn't much, it's got potential to be made into a good Xianzhou history report. Oh, I'd love to read. Yes, let's take a look. Investigation of ancient something, of ancient pictures, probably. Investigation of ancient pictures. There we go. Or ancient pattern rubbings from the Luofu. Ooh, should we just read them all when they're all done? Or no, let's read these ones now, and then we'll read the other ones when we get them. So we'll start with this one. Ambrosial Arbor's Arrival. Yep. The manifestation of the Eon of Abundance is undoubtedly the epochal event in the history of Xianzhou. Legend has it that following Yaoshi's appearance during the voyage, the Ambrosial Arbor arrived to convert the Xianzhou natives into a long-life species. The 4 centuries that followed were the so-called Golden Age of Xianzhou. During this period, the Xianzhou people created countless unparalleled miracles based on Ambrosial Arbor. They achieved rapid development in biology, especially the field of bionics, and invented Linnaeus, free roamer, follow earth, miracle pills, and the altered flesh that could modify one's body. The invention of the Jade Abacus, a crystal computer, boosted the calculation ability of the Xianzhou people tremendously. Of course, many of these techniques are no longer recoverable now, as the Xianzhou natives later went through a long era of turmoil and lost their celestial traces. Pardon me. If I have the chance to further examine the historical sources and antiques, I believe I can work with my Intelligentsia Guild colleagues to recreate some of their inventions, such as the elixir of immortality brought by the Ambrosial Arbor. Still, the concept of immortality is taboo to the Xianzhou people, and they've created many containment mechanisms to guard against it. It is wise to let it remain an idea. Yeah, I definitely don't think most of the people here, at least especially the higher ups, would be interested in that. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. A shot from the sky. One of the most common literature themes in Xianzhou is fire deification. In the era of the Flaming Catastrophe, a hero was sabotaged by the nobles and imprisoned. Yep. The hero later worked with the Flint Emperor. Yep. The leader of the Helyobai. There we go. Oh, see? Here I am being like, I'll never know the words. Here's the words. Here's the words you're looking for. Oh, they're right here. With the Flint Emperor, the leader of the Helyobai, and destroyed the Moldrazil. I still don't know how to say that word, though. The Wingweaver's lair with a divine arrow. The hero's body dissipated, but it was not the end of his life. Instead, he ascended to become the Hunt, also known as the Rainbow Arbiter by the Xianzhou people. However, there is no factual evidence to show that the hero is Lon. Almost all theories that support this assertion are less than credible, given that they can all be traced back to a single origin, which is the Ode to the Rainbow Path, yeah, which we read. This is why the Alliance has not made its stance clear about this assertion. Although it is widely circulated among the folks, well, although the Alliance has never denied the authenticity of the fire deification myth, we all know it is equal to a denial from the Alliance's standpoint. Okay, interesting. And then Divine Root Subdual. According to the history of Xianzhou, Yubi, the High Elder of the time, moved the entire luminescent depths into the Luofu Delve with the help of hundreds of preceptors. He cast Cloud Hymn to seal the ambrosial arbor's roots under the water to prevent them from corrupting the folks with plague. About the actual means of sealing the ambrosial arbor roots, the history of the Xianzhou only describes that they are suppressed with Cloud Hymn. Actual record of vastness leaves me even more speechless, as it merely records that the roots are suppressed with a secret spell. It's also because the long-life species prefer to keep their technologies a secret. The so-called secret spell is actually just a scientific technology of the Videodora that is kept classified. I like that in these reports that Todd is making, that he like references other like sources. It just makes a lot of, I don't know, just like I just like it in a general sense. It just makes sense that he would do that as a scholar. After the roots were subdued, the Videodora preceptors built the Dragon Vista Rain Hall and a statue to commemorate Yubi. Sutuan, the preceptor that contributed the most financially, engraved the account of Preceptor Sutuan crafting a statue of the High Elder on the statue base. To my knowledge, many Videodora loathed the story that praised Yubi for pacifying the six charioteers and creating a peaceful era. Their sentiment is not hard to understand. From the Videodora's perspective, they offered the precious sacred realm from their hometown and the ichor lines they took pride in. For an analogy, it is like the Intelligentsia Guild offering the rarest tome in its library in exchange for a place to stay. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. While the upheaval in Scalegorge waterscape was ongoing, my investigator friend and I did a simple research. First of all, we found that the Videodora had indeed used an unknown technique to gather water around the roots of the ambrosial arbor, like how it was written in the books. Secondly, we discovered an amazing relic hidden in the depth of the water. I have no idea what Bernini took from it back then, but I believe I will figure it out soon. I think we will figure it out soon when we figure out what's going on with this stuff. Very interesting. I'm enjoying reading Todd's reports. Okay, but now we're going to go back to Scalegorge Waterscape to figure out some more info, I guess? Am I going about this in the order that they want me to? Did they want me to start from here, or do they want me to start from over here? What's this? Oh, wait. I literally said that earlier. Oh my god, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, hello? Okay. Note specific response detected. Okay, so we're gonna be doing more of this. Ooh. Doesn't that kind of look like, of the eons we know, doesn't that one kind of look like Fully a little bit? What's that building, though? Curious. Where's the rest? Oh, it's there. So you gotta connect it like this. Oh, wait. Come on. We got it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. There are some ships in the drawing. Could they be the first few Xianzhou ships? Interesting. I didn't even notice the ships. I was just like, who's that figure up there? So next one's down here. Let's just travel down there. Oh, look at this chest just sitting right in the middle there. How could someone leave you there? That's just terrible. We'll have to take you with us. Okay. Over there, yeah.
Stream 4.
Okay, that's all the enemies, right? Oh, no, there's one more. Okay. That should about do it. So here. Let's see. What's that? Well, where's the other part of the image? Oh, over here? Oh, there's people down there. Let me just, whoop.
Stream 4.
Okay. But... Oh, yeah, down there. Okay. What's that noise? You make a noise? Oh my god. What even is that, by the way? I guess he just lives here. What, is like this accurate? Oh, kinda looks like, one of the Xianzhou ships. Okay. Oh. Oh, come on. What? What did I press? Hello? There we go. It kinda looks like... That's what the, like, different Xianzhou ships look like, right? I don't know. A gigantic flying ship. The Xianzhou people like to call the universe the sea beyond the sky. How romantic. Perhaps they are the only ones who understand how arduous the journey through the universe is. Interesting. Interesting. Where am I going now, actually? Oh, down there. Okay. No problem. Let me actually just scoot past you over here, just scooting by. Don't even notice me. I'm not even here. I was just...
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
I just wanted to get this over here. Excuse me. I know it's a bit of a roundabout way to go, but you know, that's just how it's going. Okay, we're just gonna scooch past you again. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay. I'm not even here. I'm not even here. Okay. I don't like the noises they make. I really don't. Oh, what's that? Okay. So something like this. Where do they connect? Like here or what? Do I need to back up more? It's kind of hard to see. Acheron, can you get out of the way? Is there any more pieces that I'm missing? Oh, yep, I'm missing another piece. Okay. How do I get back here? Ah, okay, that helps. What is this picture? What is that? Wait, is that Yaoshi's butt? I'm sorry. This looks like someone's behind. Someone turned around showing us their behind. What's that? Lessels, what are you gonna say about that? What an evil drawing. It seems like one will be stricken with some misfortune just by looking at it. Is there an intrinsic meaning to it? I gotta hear what Todd has to say about that. Because what is that picture of? It's like someone, like, they're kneeling down on their knees. That could mean that they're like maybe suffering or in pain. And they're facing away from us, which is interesting as well. I'm trying to think of this from like an an art perspective. Let's see, what do we got around here? Oh, that looks like genuine. Okay, let's see, where are the other pieces? Oh, whoa, you wouldn't even think it would be over here. Whoa! Oh, this one's really cool. That one's really cool. I like this one. That's pretty unique. So, oh my god. Okay, wait. So, that's like Dan Heng's past person. That's genuine. Is that one maybe Blade? And then, could this be like Jingliu? And then, what's that? Who's that? I don't know. That's just what I'm getting at. I could be wrong. That's kind of what I get out of that, though. 5 silhouettes? I wonder who they are. Or maybe they're, what do you call them? Could they could also maybe be images of the what do you call them? The generals of the different Xianzhou thingies? What's this? Trailblazer profile? Oh, thanks guys. I've started accepting friend requests, by the way. I wasn't accepting friend requests before because I was kind of scared and I was like, I don't know what this does and I'm scared. But now I've become less scared and I started accepting friend requests. So yeah, you can send me one. If you sent one before and it expired, send it again. I'll accept it. I'll start accepting friend requests until I run out of space. How do I get over there? This way? No, this way. Okay. I'm stuck. This freaking coral. Oi, oi, oi. Honestly, I really love it here. This is probably one of my favorite places we've been to on the Luofu so far. Like, on this and, like, the Alchemy Commission. We're both really unique. Like, I'll definitely remember them for a while. Oh. Hello. Think we can get past him?
Storm's on the horizon.
Nope. It was worth a shot. Worth a shot. Well, we'll just get into a little battle real quick.
Good,
Okay.
the stronger the better.
Yeah, get him, Sampo. Yeah, I've said it already, I think, but I'm still working on trying to level up my new characters so I can make new teams. Let's do your ult.
I weep for the departed.
Weep for the departed a bit.
It too shall fall.
Tell them to fall down. Tell them to come back to life again. Die a little bit. Okay, and now...
Destined for oblivion.
Dang. This guy's weakness still isn't down. Ooh! Hey.
What are you waiting for?
Paws off, buddy.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
There we go. Whoa. Look at them. You got me down to half health and everything. That's not cool. That's just not cool. You shouldn't do things like that. Haya is right. Now heal them, Bailu. You know, they're literally on your turf right now, Bailu. We can't let them get the better of you. Like, this is your homeland. These people, I tell you what.
More business, eh?
Okay. Okay, now let's do this.
Still waters of oblivion.
We're not gonna be able to get her ult again until after they go. Well, you know. That's why it's gonna be really fun to see what it's like once I get my new team prepared. I honestly haven't even, like, tried playing with a new team yet, like, even though I have the characters, so I'm definitely curious to how they'll all fit together, because I haven't tried that out yet. No, don't gut us.
Enemy gate is secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay.
I weep for the departed.
Take him down, Acheron. This guy's been alive for too long. I mean, he's literally a long-lived species. He has been alive for too long. That attack was kind of weak. That was a little bit weak, because he has a shield or something on or something. Oh no, he's even minus 40% defense. That's not fair. Minus 40% defense, and we still didn't get that good of an attack on him.
Destined for oblivion.
It's a bit of a shame. Well,
What are you waiting for? To
for the
betray my
second thing, let's
customers,
break him down.
I charge extra.
Great, okay.
Upper hand.
We do. You're right, Pela. You're right.
We're just having fun.
Let's do this.
Free will, or was
Then-
it fate?
This to her ult. If he
I
doesn't
weep
die
for
after
the
this, like, we're really weak. We need help.
It too shall fall.
Okay, that was a better number. Happier to see that number.
This is what exploring the cosmos is all about.
Exactly. She gets it. It's about treasure. Okay, what do we got here? This is the last one, right? What's that image of? I can't quite tell yet. Guess we'll see. Also, I saw treasure. Let me get my treasure. Boop. And a little bit of
Don't
this.
forget to let your friends in
Okay,
on it.
now... Where's the rest of... Oh, over here. How do I get over there? And then I connect them like this. Or something. Oh, we got it? What's that? What is that image of? It looks like... Okay, this looks like maybe... Like, this is like armor. Like shoulder armor, and that's like a head. And that's the hand. And then these are like other warriors fighting against it. I don't know what this is, though. All of this just looks like mush to me. What do you say, Lessels? The drawing bears an obscured meaning. It seems to portray some kind of resistance, and there is a being with wings on it. Oh, it was wings. What does that mean? Okay. Well, let's ask Todd. He seems to have quite a bit of knowledge in
haven of memory.
this stuff.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
The people of the Xianzhou have long lives.
Okay.
They do not
All the
care
remaining
in the
rubbings are here,
slightest.
buddy. Are you sure? Did you do a thorough search in the locations I marked? What about those I didn't mark? There's no more left. As far as we know, I guess. Todd's auto note starts taking down the information rapidly upon his touch. In this drawing, an authoritative and solemn superior extends his arm to the air as fleets of ships set sail. This must be a depiction of Xianzhou's departure from ancient history. Oh. And this, a figure covered in sprouts. This is obviously a drawing of someone stricken with Mara. Oh, that would explain it. I believe all of us have witnessed how scary the disease is recently. I'm afraid that's the price the Xianzhou people must pay for escaping death. And this drawing shows a group of people summoning waves to drown an enormous tree. I suppose this illustrates the contribution of the Videodora to the Luofu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 3 you have previously found. Although they aren't in order, the 8 drawings almost cover all the significant myths and history of Xianzhou from the past to the present. Still, there's something odd. What's wrong? The guild has a systemic way of recording Xianzhou history. Indeed, there are secrets like the Mara struck that are kept well hidden. Still, these myths and historical stories aren't exactly taboos. Why did Bernini leave these drawings in the Alchemy Commission in Scalegorge Waterscape? Did he lose his mind because his research was fruitless, or is there more to this than meets the eye? Let me think about this. Why don't y'all just write down what you think? You are right, Lessels. I can't believe I was fooled by such simple trickery. Huh? Unlike his usual tired and old self, the elderly man starts sorting out the drawings at an astonishing speed. In the meantime, he can be heard muttering to himself like a sleep talker's ramblings. After some time, Todd snaps out of his trance and starts gasping in agitation. Ooh. Did he overexert himself? I understand it now. What do you understand? Lessels, what do you say? Huh? Sorry about that. I was too concentrated on the interpretation. When you start aging, your reactions start to become slow. So what do you understand? It seems to me that Bernini drew the well-known historical events because he wanted to tell the other scholars that Xianzhou no longer bore any secrets worth pursuing. Oh. The feudal trip might have dealt a devastating blow to him. Perhaps all his hopes for the fate of Xianzhou's long-life species were dashed when he learned about the Marstruck's existence. Interesting. Because, yeah, the Marstruck thing is kind of a bit of a secret, it seems. And it seems like... So, like, when he found out about the Marstruck thing, it seems like that kind of hit a wall for him in his research. Like, it kind of put all the pieces together. Is that what he's trying to say? So he drew these drawings, gave up on his career as a scholar, and decided never to return to his teaching post at the guild. I'd like to visit Scalegorge Waterscape to pay respects to my teacher. Lessels, my friend, could you be my guide? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, right now? we can go later or tomorrow, but why not now? It isn't very safe. I can defend you though, but you know, it doesn't matter. Of course, it'll be safer if we have the escort of an armed archaeologist, aka me. I guess you can protect me too, no? Yeah, I can be the armed archaeologist. You don't really need one, but I can do that. After all, you have brought back the rubbing safely. Has Mr. Arthritis stopped giving you a hard time? No, he's never spared me. Still, I must be there myself to show my respect. Bernini led me to this career and made me an official scholar with his recommendation. Since I can never see him again, I'd like to walk the path he walked before. Okay, then let's go. Let me take a painkiller first before the long journey. Yeah, good idea. Todd takes out a pill from a pillbox with his trembling hand and struggles to swallow it. A while later, his face, distorted by pain, looks more relaxed. Let's go. I'm the same way. I will also take a preemptive, like, painkiller or something if I know I'm not going to be feeling good. Because, you know, why even start to struggle when you could just stop it? Let me see. Actually, can I see, are all of the things completed now? Because I'd love to read that first. TBH. Yes. Okay, I'd love to read the rest of these. I'm very curious. Let's see. Ethereal shipcraft. According to the calendar era system used by the Xianzhou, the day of departure is deemed as the beginning of the star calendar. Hence, things that took place before the departure, called the history of the primeval Imperium era, are often neglected. So according to the calendar era used by the Xianzhou, the day of departure is deemed as the beginning of the calendar. Okay. Primeval Imperium era. And it's often neglected. It's not a secret that the Xianzhou originated from a certain famous ancient world before it departed. However, the coordinates of that world, whether erased by the Xianzhou people or just lost in time, have long since become a secret and unreachable place. From there comes a myth that is still well known to this day. In that civilized world, the sovereign, whose name is no longer remembered, eliminated the remaining opponents on the planet one by one, just like most other conquerors on their planets. After that, the invasion of an alien civilization took place. According to the historical sources we have studied, these aliens were born with wings and called wing weavers by the ancient people of the Xianzhou. In the battle against the aliens, the emperor discovered that the aliens hardly aged and could live on for as long as they liked. Blinded by greed, the dying sovereign yearned for eternal life. He, or she as the gender of the sovereign has never been confirmed, summoned craftsmen from all over the world and ordered them to build the first version of the Xianzhou ship. Then, the sovereign sent wise officials and valiant generals to space to search for the immortality elixir. For modern scholars like us, we know that the blessings of immortality is related to the Eon of Abundance. Did the ancient people know that they were looking for when they departed? I am not sure about that. Based on my experience, I think they were just pursuing an unrealistic goal based on the astral chart they seized from the aliens. So this must be the ancient emperor then from that primeval era. And like this is like him like creating the idea of making the Xianzhou ships. Okay, then next is Lone Voyage era. The departure of the 9 massive ships signaled the beginning of the Xianzhou civilization. The Intelligentsia Guild once had copies of ancient ship logbooks in their collection. Judging from the stamps, the ancient books could be traced back 7 millennia ago, if converted from Amber era calculations. At that time, the ship looked nothing like its current appearance, and it was populated by a short-life species, the ancestors of the Xianzhou people. According to research, the crew took turns to rest using a watchful sleep system that extend the service time of a generation by as much as possible. Oh, interesting. During the voyage, the Xianzhou people observed many cosmic wonders, such as the void song whales, the favorite of astral ecology school, the star wall built by the Amber Lord, etc. The voyage was not all smooth sailing, as the Xianzhou people had suffered greatly when facing 2 types of long-life species. One of them is called the Viscorpus, a peculiar creature with a gelatinous texture that is almost extinct today. It is said to be able to change its body shape freely, to develop organs that can be used as weapons. Being able to traverse in space with its bare body, it is fit to be called a cosmic epidemic. That sounds terrifying. Just a little bit terrifying. After eliminating the Viscorbi, the crew encountered the Heliobi. There are a few entries about the Heliobi in the Intelligentsia Guild's records. According to the Xianzhou people, the Heliobi are flames that can speak. Heliobi can suck the soul and desires out of human, and control them like puppets. I suppose they belong to the Shapeless Order and the Spirit Essence family. I don't think I've ever heard of these names before. I wonder more about that. Toward the end of the voyage, the Xianzhou people met alien civilizations that could communicate with them peacefully for the first time. The IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild. Isn't it interesting? We showed the Xianzhou people a new code for civility, shared with them technologies they had never seen before, and welcomed them to the big galactic family and become one of the allies protected by the Amber Lord. Exchanging knowledge for mutual benefit is the spirit of the Intelligentsia Guild. Now let's see this one. Yeah, okay. So the wings, those are the people who came and attacked that old area. Okay. This is called Living in Flaming Catastrophes. According to my study, the Three Sufferings era is the darkest time in the history of the Xianzhou. In such chaotic times, even survival was a luxury to the long-life species, a reminiscence of the Fire Taboo Festival by Bai Xiao, a Songcheng citizen wrote, "During the three great calamities, the sky and the earth were on fire. Although many mighty rulers appeared, everyone was as helpless as pigs. The living catastrophe brought about the dark period when everyone was as helpless as pigs. The long-life species had realized the grave social problems stemming from their immortality." Oh, yeah, because this happens after the Ambrosial Aura's arrival. But there was no humane solution. So this must mean when they first started to notice Mara and how that affected people. Soon the booming population led to internal strife. A long-lasting conflict ensued between the nobles that controlled the resources in society and the coarse that could not see the meaning of their lives. The conflict ended when the Yuan Chao capsized. It was not because people felt bad for the 130 billion. Holy cow, these things are extremely populated. Innocent Yuan Chao souls that perished. The Arumatans began a massacre that killed both the nobles and the coarse for the sustenance of Xianzhou. Therefore, both the nobles and the coarse had no choice but to join forces to eliminate their common enemies. After the battle, the Arumatans were relinquished of their intelligence for good. Society became more peaceful due to the drastic dwindling in the population. This joke isn't funny. I don't actually get the joke, to be honest. The Xianzhou people barely recuperated when the wing weavers, plunderers among the denizens of abundance that adapted to the cosmic environment the best, approached Xianzhou with their star-devouring Modrazil. Just like that, the flaming catastrophe came. Wow. Crazy. Okay. So in order, it's them making the ship. They go off on the ship. Yaoshi comes and gives them the long life. It causes problems. He goes pew and destroys it. And now, this is Mara. Mara and Null. Yeah, this is someone, like, suffering. Besides immortality, the status of Mara-struck is another taboo on Xianzhou. Although the Xianzhou people are tight-lipped about this matter, many clues can be gained from the denizens of abundance. Many opine that immortality is not a blessing but a curse. This is directly confirmed by the mutations that can be observed on the denizens of abundance. No one would be willing to become such a monster. On the other hand, the Xianzhou people are different. Although they are also a long-life species, they look similar to us and do not look odd physically, which is quite enviable. Like how death awaits us at the end of our lives, it is said that the Xianzhou people might go berserk and enter a state named Mara-struck at the end of theirs. They will stop finding life exciting and enjoyable and become overwhelmed by the regret and trauma of their past. Gradually, they will lose their humanity. This process sounds scary and ironic at the same time. Although they will not experience death, what awaits them at the end is something even more terrifying: madness. I witnessed how scary it was to be Mars-struck during the recent incident on the Luofu. I strongly believe that it is not just a spiritual change, but the intrinsic nature they have had since their conversion to a long-life species. Perhaps it's time for me to switch to a new focus in my research. It is really sad and scary. I still remember that one girl who we were trying to help in, what was that, Bailu's mission? Like, I literally think about that mission all the time. Like, it made me so sad and it made me so angry. Anyway, so we find out about Mara and all that, and then this is when they put it under the waves, and now this is the ending. High Cloud Quintet. The Intelligentsia Guild once witnessed and even participated in the multiple battles between the Xianzhou people and the denizens of abundance to record and interpret the Xianzhou people's tactics and techniques. The brutality and darkness of every battle had always helped those dazzling souls shine. In addition to the well-known figures like the 7 Arbiter Generals, there are many legendary heroes on the Xianzhou who have left their names in history. High Cloud Quintet is a historical story of the beloved heroes of the Xianzhou people. As members of the long-life species, they only had a short-lived brilliance, making their story even more splendid. When the denizens of abundance had gathered a massive army to attack the I don't know how to pronounce that, 5 heroes from different Xianzhou ships came together. Among them was a sharpshooting Foxian pilot, and a short-life species that came to Xianzhou to learn. The 5 ventured to perilous lands and successfully killed the enemies. They destroyed the incarnosphere created by the denizens of abundance and prevented the Yuluo from collapsing. This legend inspired many Xianzhou poets and Foxian immersia, and their works made the 5 heroes famous. Unlike the historical background behind the story of the 7 Arbiter Generals, the story of the High Cloud Quintet is more like a heroic tale created by the folks. Unfortunately, their heyday did not last long. In less than a century, the heroes parted ways and passed away. There was even a dark prophecy hinting at depravity and betrayal among the 5. Other than General Jingyuan, who can still be often seen in public now, the rest of the group has faded into oblivion and is hardly mentioned. As a cultural phenomenon, the High Cloud Quintet seems to have always existed alongside the Alliance over time. This reminds me of a serialized novel that has been active for more than 30 years. There is a story titled 17 Days of Crown, which centers around a regime in the history of the Marrowen Kingdom that existed for only 17 days, destroyed by the Antimatter Legion. That is sad. Despite the short reign, the story of the regime will never end. This is probably how the Xianzhou people perceive the High Cloud Quintet. As long as people keep telling their stories, the stories will go on forever, and so will the best times of the Alliance. After all, it is hard not to be entranced by the illusion of nostalgia. See, I think that this is who I thought it was, which, like, yeah, trying to put it together, I think that's Jingyuan, Danheng, or like his past, iterants of himself, Blade. That must be Jingliu. And would that be maybe like Yukong? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what other Foxian person it could be. I don't know. But how interesting. Okay. Well then. Let's show Todd the statue. Sorry, I was just thinking. I tried to record all of this part of the mission before the daily reset of the game, but it's already like 1 a.m., so it's probably too late. I've probably already missed it. Because that'd be nice, because I think that there's another part after this. Anyway. Oh, is that the High Elder statue? Nothing beats seeing it in person. According to my teacher, the legendary Vidyadhara High Elder is empowered by a secret spell. Not only can the High Elder transform into the dragon form at will, but their appearance will also never change. Alas, look at how youthful the High Elder looks without trouble and without hardship. He kind of looks the same way now. Did your teacher ever meet him? Whether he did or did not, it isn't likely that a long-life species can remember a short-life species like us. We are like fruits that look fresh one day, shrunken and dry the next, and are reduced to dust in yet another few days. The Xianzhou people regard us just like how this statue would regard me. It won't be long before I'm gone. The current High Elder doesn't look like this. I know, something complicated took place. It's a shame that the guild is unable to unearth the secret. Are you done? We need to go to the next spot. Youngsters nowadays are so impatient. Only dying old people like me should feel anxious. That's a funny thing to say. Let's go and check out the Videotter eggs. Okay. Interesting. I should probably just teleport, right? Yeah. Save us a few extra seconds, you know? I mean, thankfully for Todd, I already kind of fought a lot of the people down here, so, you know, it's gonna be safer for him. The old man approaches the pearl-like Videotter egg to examine the glimmer and scales on its surface. He is so captivated that he has lost track of time. The Foxians have a long lifespan, but they aren't immortal. The Xianzhou people have an endless lifespan, but it has driven them to madness. Only the Videottera undergo rebirths and endless circles of life. So there will always be an unsurmountable limit. Is this inevitable in the pursuit of immortality? Do we short-life species really want to live forever? We just want to stay youthful for as long as possible. Bernini must have realized that. That is why he has left behind those drawings. Should we check out some other places? Todd seems like he has just been awakened from his sleep. Instinctively, he reaches for his pocket and immediately looks anxious. Lessels, my notebook, it's missing. Where'd you last use it? My memory is failing because of old age, let me think. I think I used it at the High Elder statue. I wrote something down and put it down somewhere. McGirl, please do me a favor and help me look for my notebook. I'm sorry, the effect of the pill is waning and my joints are hurting like there are needles inside. I can't walk anymore. So he wants us to leave him here? I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Like, not because, like, for any bad, like, I'm just kind of worried about him down here. No, not yet. Okay, let's go get it then. We have to be quick, though, because I don't want to leave him down here. It's, like, not safe. Where is it? Oh, notebook. Y'all see a notebook? Oh, there it is. Okay. A notebook is left near the base of the High Elder statue. Pick up the book. This is Todd's notebook, but it's empty inside? How strange. Yeah, I feel like he wanted us to go for some reason. I don't know, like, maybe I'm, like, looking into things too much, but it kind of feels like he told us to go, okay, he's still there, so that's good. He doesn't look like he's in danger, but it's a little strange, isn't it? Lessel, did you find my notebook? I found it. You really can't do much when you're getting old. When I was young, I could hop from star to star, no matter the millions of light years apart. Now I feel like I'm going through the pain of hell and going on a journey to the end of the universe when just taking a few steps. Ugh. Aging sucks. Oh my god. This is like a reminder for me to, like, exercise. When I was young, I enjoyed taking solo adventures and trips and felt like there was nothing I couldn't do. Now I have to beg for the kindness of a youngster just to retrieve my lost notebook. Thanks, Lessels. I owe you a big one. You glance... Should I tell him, or should I... Let's tell him. Your notebook's empty. He falls silent. He looks like he has aged another 10 years in an instant. The wrinkles and the age spots that resemble stubborn stains on his face suddenly become more visible. His eyes are bleak and weary when he gazes at you. He looks like a helpless beggar cowering in a dark corner, pleading for charity. You can hear him silent, imploring. He wishes for you to stay silent. Oh, I'm sorry. We shouldn't have said anything. Oh, we're too pushy. Thanks, Lessels. I'll pay you as promised. As for the knowledge, I'll never forget the Intelligentsia Guild's rule of reciprocity. I'll summarize my recent research and share the results with you. I'm done paying my respects. Shall we go back, Lessels? Todd and you return to Scarstiff Haven. None of you have spoken during the journey. I probably shouldn't have said anything. You sense something is off, and a peculiar feeling of foreboding comes over you. Todd's issues don't seem to be as straightforward as they appear, and your entanglement with him shouldn't stop here. I wonder if Todd has truly gotten everything he wanted. Perhaps he got what he wanted and left, or maybe he'll contact me again tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah, that's definitely implying that he'll contact us again. He's not here though, so I'm assuming. I think I'm too late on the daily reset thing, right? Nope, unlocks in 40. Nice, okay. As long as I can do this tomorrow. Because it would suck if I had to wait a whole other day. So, okay. In 48 minutes, I'll be able to do that. But I'm not doing that tonight, though, obviously. Because it's not even tonight. It is 1 a.m. I started recording way too late. But interesting. It's kind of a mystery at this point, like, how Todd, his notebook that he left behind was completely empty. And it seemed like he didn't want us to notice that it was empty, or at least he definitely didn't want us to point it out to him. So I'm very interested to see what the reasoning for all of that is, you know? This was a really interesting part of the mission. I'm very I keep saying interested. I have like 2 words that I say in these freaking videos. It's interested and curious. But I am very interested in seeing how this plays out in the 3rd part, which I'm assuming will be the last part, because I haven't really seen many of these missions that go beyond 3 parts. But okay. Well, with that, I will just cut to when we record the next part. Right now. Alright, it is the next day, and I believe we have received a message from Todd. Yes, okay. Oh, okay. Lessels, hello. My investigation and research on the Xianzhou is complete. No, rather, I have a completely new topic now. Thank you for your companionship along the way. You are the most sincere and reliable friend I have made on Xianzhou. So, no matter what happens, I don't want to hide anything from you or deceive you. I want to share my happiness with you. See you at the usual place. Oh my god. Todd's a nice guy. Oh, you're not Todd. Who's this guy? Sorry, I'm like I'm all up close trying to see their face. Okay. What the fuck? Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Please ignore. What? Y'all, what's going on here? He said, oh, it's you, Lessels. I said, Todd? He said, same old me, the one and only. Although I probably shouldn't say old because this body doesn't grow old anymore. This is what I want to share with you. As a researcher of Xianzhou culture, my teacher and I have combed through all the literature, and I've gotten a good grasp on... Sorry, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. And I've gotten a good grasp of all the main precious parts. Have you... Did you get plastic surgery? Have you gotten younger? Hey, shh. The Xianzhou people are extremely sensitive to that kind of talk. Immortality. The Xianzhou Alliance possesses a secret which all short-life species crave, but they keep it to themselves. The guild is always keen to obtain stable and safe longevity therapies from the Xianzhou Alliance. In fact, it forms the basis for all research into Xianzhou culture. But generation after generation of scholars came here, growing old, and returned without success until finally the guild almost gave up this field completely. Until you? My teacher, Scholar Bernini, was one of them. He should have gone home empty-handed just like everyone else, but somehow what he found was adventure. So you want to enter Scalegorge Waterscape, those patterns left in Scalegorge Waterscape? Yes, a Videodara brought my teacher to this sacred place once, which switched his focus on longevity over to the Videodara. But that violated the Zhenshou's 10 unpardonable sins, knowing he couldn't leave behind any traces. He used the guild's markings and left behind a series of whoa. Of patterns that seem to merely illustrate history. And now that I've deciphered the code of these patterns, I now understand their hidden meaning. The Videodara pursue longevity in the correct manner. Todd, did you become like a little scholarly criminal? A little scholarly, what did you do? I took a few samples from inside the Videodara egg. Nobody was harmed in the slight. So that's why that's the answer to the mystery behind why he had us go fetch the notebook when there was not even anything in the notebook, and why he was kind of just hoping we would just gloss over that. That's where he took the chance to get the Videodara egg samples. What does that mean? He just like took some of like Dan Heng's cousin's DNA or something. The egg also remained intact, but it just lost a little bit of egg white, that's all. But its benefit to society is obvious, isn't it? Todd raised his once dry and skinny hand to show that his wrinkles had disappeared, revealing fair, smooth skin instead. I could have just walked away. I could have just kept quiet. Talking to anyone would mean risking jail time. But it's you, and I wanted to tell you about all this. I mean, like, he does seem, to trust us, so I don't want to, like, let him down or anything. My whole life, I've always been sticking to the rule of reciprocity, and nothing's changed now. Without your help, I would have never been where I am today. I mean, yeah, you were, like, you were in the golden years, we could say. And now you're in your youth. Lessels, you're an outstanding young woman, and this old-timer, well, you've inspired me to reconsider taking on an apprentice. I've got a proposal for you. Join our guild. We'll split all the glory, the riches, and the extended youth granted by the secret. You'll be free to do whatever you want. Just keep the secret until we leave the Luofu. I can't do that, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm a nameless. I'm on my little trailblazing journey. I can't join the Intelligentsia Guild at the moment, but thanks for the offer. How about you think it over and then give me your answer, okay? It's quite the proposal. But I mean, I think we know our answer already. We're gonna decline it, cause oh my god, this side crane is depressed. Oh no. Sorry. This place is full of stuff. But first of all, that's crazy. So it seems he had a bit of a alternative reasoning for wanting to go to Scalegorge Waterscape in the first place. It was probably partly to pay respect to his previous master, like he said, but I'm assuming, if I'm correct, it seems like maybe his previous master, had also done the same thing he's done, where he went there, and when he discovered the secrets of the Videodara, he de-aged himself down in the way Todd has, and, to keep his secret and not to get arrested, he probably just never returned back to the Intelligentsia Guild. That's my guess, at least. So he I think once he figured that out, he realized he wanted to go to Scalegorge Waterscape to try to do the same thing. But, you know, he seems to have some, I don't know, faith in us or fondness for us. So he told us, which is quite brave, because, like, we know all of the important people here. Like, if we wanted to, we could get him arrested right away for this. But yeah, I think in the end we're gonna decline his offer. I hope nothing bad happens to him because of it. Like, I just want to, like, say I'm not gonna come with him. Let me talk to this depressed Cycrane though. What the heck? Why does it talk like this? What? Am I blocking your view? Just a moment. I'm about to fly away. Courier Cycranes can talk? Sorry to disturb you, but don't worry. Soon, I won't be able to speak again. I plan to fly down from here and end my... What the... He's gonna... Are you... Don't do it! He's gonna... What? I plan to fly down here and end my existence. I will say goodbye to my short avian existence. Don't try to deter me. I've already made up my mind. Please do not attempt to imitate me under any circumstances. Just don't do it. I do not want to bear the responsibility for a stranger's life. What about your life, Cycrane? What, are you still trying to talk me out of it? What a pessimist bird. Didn't you say you refused to let me change your mind? Don't think yourself into a corner. Yeah, there's always another way, Cycrane. You're right. I have far too little RAM to understand such complex matters. He's like, sorry, like, I'm not a developed enough computer to understand that suicide isn't my only option. You are a kind person. I'm willing to talk with you for a moment more. I've actually tried to self-destruct on many occasions, but every time I plunge to a certain depth in the port, something called the Heron Express safety system will automatically... because we experienced that, in, Yukong's mission, right? when we were flying as the Cycranes, when they got too close to danger, the safety system would act in. And then I fly back up here. Without any bodily autonomy, I can't even decide when I can end this life. Is there any meaning to living such life as a bird? What would you say? If humans had no autonomy over your own bodies, wouldn't you feel hopeless about life? I would rise up in resistance. That would be so freaking funny. Imagine right after the Luofu resolved their Stellaron troubles, if now an army of all their Cycranes came and rose up and attacked them. Resistance? This shows that you are incredible. In the future, you'll become... No. You are probably a great person right now. Thank you, Cycrane. I understand myself. I'm but a little tiny minuscule bird bogged down with sorrow. One who wishes flight, yet is altitudinally challenged. I've never heard it said that way before. A bird such as myself shouldn't confront life head-on. I should come to terms with life. After speaking with you, I feel as if I've been enlightened. Never mind, I no longer wish to end my existence. This life is good. Wow, we saved him! Are all Cycranes such gifted orators? Not as far as I know. The Cycranes of Heron Express are used for courier services. They are all busy rushing to their destinations. There is no need for Cycranes to become equipped with a chat function. Well, why are you then? Now that I think about it, how can I talk? All I remember is suddenly I'm able to speak. I can't recall any specifics. Has, like, some wacky scientist been messing with you or something? I still don't know why you're depressed. One day I suddenly became aware of the fact that I was a courier crane. Every day, a courier Cycrane. Every day, my tasks include reading logistics data and carrying packages throughout the Xianzhou. There was no aesthetics involved in work of this nature, I reckon. You're a bird of beauty, then. After giving it some thought, I decided to leave my job. I stepped off of my life path. To prevent Heron Express from finding me, I jammed my tracking beacon. I assumed that in doing so I would be free, but the safety thing still went into effect, didn't it? After leaving my job, I realized I didn't know what I should be doing. I knew nothing beyond making shipments. I became depressed. Pretty understandable, right? Well, what do you plan to do now? I would go back to my courier job, Perhaps my former life was not so terrible. Allow me to give you a recommendation. Go and find Ji Chao, who works at Heron Express. You can mention my name. Darn it, I don't even have a name. Tell her you're the one who convinced me to return to my position. Perhaps you will receive some type of reward? Consider it my gift. Goodbye, dear stranger and friend. Wait. Where can I find Ji Chao? Where's the Cycrane? Where do I find that? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Todd. We're on a bit of a side mission right now. Where is that? Would that be here, or would it be somewhere else? Are you... Was that person's name Ji Chao? No, because where is that? No, like, I'm actually gonna look... I'm gonna go look that up, because I want to go find that person. If there's a reward waiting for me, I need to find that. Like, literally, give me a second. Okay, I looked it up. She should be maybe somewhere over here. Oh. Yes, wait. Hello. I just saved one of your Cycranes. Heron Express at your service. Have you made a delivery booking with us? Delivery? That's right, for deliveries with Heron Express, Jihao's my name. If you got a delivery to send, please enter your shipping info via the app. If you're waiting to receive a delivery, wait for us the notification. The courier Cycranes are everywhere above the Xianzhou. Delivering meals. I'll be very difficult to operate with Heron Express. Don't listen to all the claims about being able to stay indoors here without courier deliveries. Do you really think anyone could stand staying in? Nobody could. But then again, I'm still on the clock right now. If you don't have anything to do, keep Pyramid. Our slogan is Heron Express, we mail anything. Getting back to work. Okay. I came across a depressed Cycrane. A what Cycrane? A depressed Cycrane. I know you said a depressed Cycrane, but I don't understand what you mean. You attempted to explain what you encountered as well as how you convinced this Cycrane that had nothing left to live for to return to Heron Express. After listening to your story, Ji Chao examined the work status of courier Cycranes. She discovered that everything you said could be verified. At that moment, a Cycrane got reconnected to the logistics system. Was it really able to speak with you? I can hardly believe it. It's a warning of an AI awakening that will destroy all mankind. Maybe it isn't willing to speak with you. Is it possible that you just didn't know? Is it possible you just didn't know? I don't know. I talk with Cycranes frequently. If they could talk, they would have talked to me by now. Besides, we never equipped these courier Cycranes with any intelligence in the first place. The hardware components simply couldn't allow for it. Maybe you were just hearing things, or perhaps someone was talking to you disguised as a Cycranes? Do you want to look into it more closely? Because I know what I saw. Wait a moment, I'll check. Hold on. This isn't good. Aside from the Cycrane you mentioned, we lost connection with several other Cycranes. This isn't some kind of Cycrane labor strike, is it? This must be a competitor. It was the work of a metal life form that could transform. What? Your customers are bad news? I'll say it's a competitor. You were suggesting that a competitor wanted to dismantle the courier Cycranes and see their internal structure. Then they went a step further and made a version that could speak? Isn't that a technical skill that's better than the technology division of Heron Express? If that's the case, can I have you keep an eye out for me? If you come across any malfunctioning Cycranes, please bring them back. Is that okay? Sure. I'll do my best, yeah. Great, I have a glass of unopened Immortal's Delight. I'll give it to you. Well, thanks. We did get a reward. Well, I guess if I see any more Cycranes around, I'll make sure to send them back. That was funny. Okay. Well, did I get an achievement for that? Convinced? Oh, wow. Wonderful. Anyway, let's tell Todd our choice now. Little side mission. Thought things through yet, Lessels. As someone who's shown me kindness before, I will not treat you poorly. So if we decline it, does that mean we're gonna tell on him too? Cause that sucks. I feel bad about telling on him, but like I don't wanna go. Thank you, Todd. You've been very kind to us, but I'm declining. No? Why not? I'm not interested in immortality. I have no intention of becoming a criminal accomplice. I mean, both true. I'm not interested in immortality. Ha. Ha 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 ha. You don't get it. You don't understand the true value of this secret at all. I was just a know-it-all just like you at your age, thinking I'd have countless possibilities before me and that youth would never fade. No, you don't understand. You could never believe or even imagine what kind of hell aging actually is. Sir, I can imagine that it's just, you know, I'm sure it's not great, but it's fine. You don't know what it's like to be soaked in the humiliation of your own incontinence, the never-ending torture of arthritis. Memory loss and dementia have yet to gnaw in your quick-witted mind just yet. Lessels, one day we'll all be old. Todd sighs deeply. You've made your choice. I guess for the sake of my own safety, it's time for me to go. Todd bows and shoots you a smooth salute before turning quickly to leave. Bye, Todd. You know, no hard feelings or anything. You're not sure about Todd's future plans, but you somehow feel that your destinies will still intertwine somewhere? Like what, they think we might run into Todd again in the future? I would like that. Huh. Is that the end? No. Go to the realm keeping... Okay, so we have to report it. Okay. Interesting.
This haven of memories.
Yeah, I don't want Todd to think that there's like any hard feelings or anything. You know, like it's not like I really want to rat him out. It's just that like it's kind of like all I can really do in this situation, you know. And yeah. Anyway, we're talking to Tahao.
I'd rather go into battle than wait around and
Report Todd. Tahao patiently listens to you recount the story, expressionless the whole time. There's always a guild scout who reckons that the Alliance's taboos are just hypocritical lies and not for them. Immortality theft is one of the most grievous felonies and is absolutely unpardonable. I'll report this to the Ten Lords Commission. Thanks, Lessels. Okay, go easy on him, though. I don't know, he's been through a lot. Aging seemed to have been tough for him. Mr. Todd's customs clearance docket and check-in details from the inn have been saved to the document office at the Realm Keeping Commission. No matter how many more years his newfound youth affords him, he'll be spending the majority of it behind bars at the shackling prison. Sorry, Todd. I hope you made your escape. So go to the Petrichor Inn and ask the Ten Lords Commission judge for the information. Are we arresting him?
This haven of memories.
Oh my god, it's Twig!
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Sorry, it's so fun when you actually run into like named characters in adventure missions, you know? And that's something I've really enjoyed about this game so far. Like, I don't know, I like that, you know, when it makes sense for you to see a character, they're there. Like, I'm like, yeah, if we're talking about stuff with the Ten Lords Commission, of course Shui is gonna be there. Okay. The Ten Lords are responsible for trying criminals, and bystanders cannot interfere. I recognize you. Aren't you General Jingyuan's esteemed guest? Ooh. What do I do? Well, I'll bring him up. He obviously won't be heading back to his residence. My team is on his tail. You can't run from the long arm of the law. He won't get far. Surprisingly, Todd's research was successful. He's got some guts. Where is this guy planning to hide, and how does he intend to leave the Xianzhou? Let's wait and see. He might come asking for my help again in less than a day. Maybe Todd will contact me tomorrow? Who knows? When's he gonna contact me? Maybe if I, like, change my area, he'll contact me. Like, let's just go to, like, Cloudford or something. I don't know. Oh. Wait, it told me to go here, but where?
This
Maybe
Haven
Todd
of
will contact me
memories.
tomorrow, who knows?
Every touch, every moment is like a
He's not where he usually is. I'm confused. When will he contact me? Y'all, I'm confused. I'm confused. Todd, where are you? Maybe I'm missing something. Let me take a quick peek onto like Honkai Star Rail wiki. I'm gonna avoid the spoilers though. I just need to know what the heck's going on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I really do have to wait for another daily reset, it looks like. I guess this will all conclude finally tomorrow. It's kind of funny how long this mission's been taking us to do, but it's fun. The anticipation's enjoyable. I like it. Well, I guess we'll see what Todd has to say tomorrow, right now. Okay, it's the next day, and we have gotten our message from Todd, or anonymous, but it's... No, not this one. This one, Todd. There we go. Wow, he should really change his profile picture. He says, sorry to disturb you, Lessels. Would you happen to have time to meet up? You're not arrested yet? It seems the Ten Lords Commission isn't as all-knowing as they claim, or you wouldn't still be chatting with me now. Haha, sounds like you already reported what I did to the Xianzhou people. You stood by your convictions as expected. I don't blame you. Come to the shores of Scalegorge Waterscape. I'm not going to talk about immortality or silly things such as fame and wealth. How about helping out an old friend's last fickle request? Or think about it as giving a terminal patient his final care. Well, I guess we'll go find him in Scalegorge Waterscape then. Let me equip this quest. There we are. Okay. Well, let's get going then. I'm sorry, what? What? That was such a jump scare. What the fuck? I'm sorry. God, I think this game's messing with me. I think this game's messing around with me. They were like, oh, Elle, wouldn't it be funny if we did this? Wouldn't it be funny if, wouldn't it be funny if Todd reverted his age so far that he became a child? Oh, and wouldn't it be funny if Blade, of all people, were there too? Who should I talk to first? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I did not mean to slash you. He's here for this, right? Oh my god, this is the first time I think I've ever just, like, seen him, like, stand there as a character before, because, like, it's, like, pretty much every other time we've seen him, it's been, like, a cutscene or something. I feel like this is, like, the first time I've just seen his character just standing around there. Okay. Well, hello? Why are you here? A figure is standing here completely silent as it gazes at a statue in the distance. It's you. It's... Hello, Blade, no. No, that's Kafka's name. I'll say, it's me. Yuluo has other plans for you, so you may leave here alive. What are you doing here? Mourning for folly. That guy, was he happy? That guy, does he mean this guy, or does he mean, like, Donhung or something? Probably this guy. I think so. Either way. Everybody dies. Some people die harboring hatred, while others get to visit their own burial site. Wow. But I can only live and keep on living on endlessly forever. The man lets out a lengthy sigh and stops looking at you. What the heck? what a random thing. I mean, it makes sense for him to be here, honestly, but like, it's also like, what a shock. Okay, well, like, and just like I said in the previous part, like I was just saying like a little earlier how like it's crazy how in these adventure missions how they'll bring back characters like this. Okay. Well, say cheese. Dang, why is he so much taller than Acheron? Acheron, you can't let him beat us like this. What the heck? His hair's even longer. This isn't fair. Okay, what about Bailu? There we go. Someone who's finally taller than him. Okay, let's go. and you know, perfect. Now we're at Todd's level. I'm assuming this is Todd. This has, yeah. Now we're on Todd's level too. Hey Todd, you got a new outfit? Also, do you see that stalker over there? Oh. A child stands alone by the sea, and for some reason his young face looks rather familiar. There you are. I was just hanging out over at the High Elder statue, and there was this guy, completely silent, who couldn't take his eyes off me. I thought he could be from the Ten Lords Commission, so I snuck over here. What in the world happened? I just was a little sloppy with my experiment, an inevitable result. I thought I'd gained immortality, but unfortunately things were not that simple. My body, it keeps shrinking. My skin, muscles, organs. Indeed, I'm getting younger, but you see, but this youth doesn't seem to have an off switch. You're de-aging, kind of like the Videodara tradition of hatching and rebirth. Oh my gosh. Yes, but as far as I know, their rebirths have a limit. Test results indicate that this de-aging process seems to have no endpoint. It won't be long before I'm illiterate and won't be able to understand my own reports, which would seem no different from regular dementia. Wow. Oh. Todd, this kind of sucks. Todd, you could have just stayed elderly and died normally, but now you're gonna die all weird. And you're still gonna have, like, memory loss. In the end, I might even become an egg again, just like the Videodara. Perhaps I could become a human embryo once again. I mean, I'm not Videodara, am I? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? My wish came true, just not in the form I thought it would take. The oldest stories in human civilization are fables that take this line. It's true. Seems like they aren't just a cliche after all. What can I do for you? Like, how can I help you? No need this time. You've already done so much for me. More than my teachers and apprentices combined. But I don't want to bother anyone else anymore. Is that the end? Oh. Sorry, the little head shake is pretty funny. Oh, look at... Oh. Wow, a special moment. It's kind of a sad view, to be honest. In this life, I've been far better off than most people who don't even know what they want, let alone how to get it. I became a published author, and I've taken on countless apprentices. I may have no children, but there are several of my students of whom I'm rather proud. Best of all, I lived to see the results of my research, despite it all turning into a nasty joke. But enough. That's enough for now. I'm satisfied. The child's cherub face seems to be smaller yet again. Oh my god. Are we gonna be left here with a baby? Blade, you're gonna have to go take care of this baby. I'm sorry, that was a lot to just dump on you. I just wanted to say thanks to you, Lessels, for being there for me right from the start. By the way, I recorded all the data from my experiments here. Whether you want to pass it on to my apprentices, destroy it, or even hand it over to the Xianzhou authorities, the choice is yours. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, we really were Todd's friend. Whoa. Where's he going? Bailu, get him. Oh. I don't want to join that party. Where's he going? I guess he just ran into the ocean and died or something. Okay. Well, R.I.P. to our friend Todd, I guess. Even Blade's gone. I think, unless he went up closer to here. Probably not, though. We find Blade is just, like, right here, like... Wow. Well, that truly wasn't the ending I expected at all for this mission. But I really enjoyed it. That honestly, that's one of my favorite adventure missions we've done. Wow. I don't know. I feel like, I know it's sad and all. Oh wait, he's down there. I'm all like, oh, Todd's dead now. He's just right there. Okay, wait, let's go to him. Oh, we can't talk to him anymore, though. Well, I guess we'll end it here with him. You know, it's not the ending I expected at all, but I don't know. I really enjoyed this mission. It was interesting getting to meet a character like Todd. And, I mean, you know, this isn't the first time that we've seen someone try to mess with, you know, the immortality stuff that's on the Xianzhou, right? But I felt like this was kind of a new take on it, especially coming from like an Intelligentsia guild member. And I don't know, like, and also something different is that, like, Todd's definitely not like an evil guy or something. He's just kind of like maybe a little bit selfish, you know? Selfish in his, you know, what do you call it? Like, maybe his selfish in the stuff he was trying to learn, you know, and in his research, and maybe even just in general. But I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and you know, whatever time Todd has left, I hope he can enjoy it. Honestly, I like this better for him than him being, you know, in whatever the Ten Lords Commission was gonna do to him, because, you know, as much as, you know, as much as he did break the law and did something really bad, like, I kind of would have felt really bad if he was, like, I literally don't even know what the Ten Lords Commission do to criminals like him, but, you know, I think this is better, and I think he's learned a lesson from it, too. Like, a lesson from it that he can, you know, I think will probably satisfy his academic brain and probably bring him some peace at the end, despite it all. Well, okay, so with that was the ending of this mission, and now we're going to go on to the mission Bestial Ferocity. Okay, so now we will be doing the mission Bestial Ferocity, which starts here. Gao Tong, Garden of Gourmet Chef. Garden of Gourmet Chef. Did you steal my how do you say that word? Did you steal my faunus red sheep? Don't make a scene here or I'll sue you for slander at the Realm Keeping Commission. If you didn't steal my faunus red sheep, why are there suddenly so many lamb dishes on your shop's menu? It's the season when the puffer goats are ready. I've purchased lots of premium puffer goats, which explains why there are so many goat dishes at my place. Also, there are plenty of restaurants on the Luofu that offer lamb dishes. Why do you only look for trouble? Their lamb dishes don't taste as good as yours. I find it hard to believe you only use puffer goat meat in your food. For the Garden of Gourmet's prestige, we'll never use stray sheep from unknown sources as ingredients for our food. It's not a stray sheep, it's the faunus red sheep. I don't care what it's called, cause it's not my business. Just stop causing trouble here, you nutcase. Ooh, some drama here happening. Hey. Alas, my poor faunus red sheep. They didn't even get to enjoy much freedom after leaving the harsh pen. Oh, Eon of Abundance, who spares us from suffering, please don't forfeit my merit for this. Are you disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Because I was going to say also, because the disciples of Sanctus Medicus also mostly don't eat meat, right? Shh, can you keep your voice low? I'm just an outworlder who lives here and keeps to myself. I have nothing to do with the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Oh, do you just happen to follow the Eon of Abundance then? Greetings, my name is Benna. I like to set animals free with some of my outworlder friends when I have the time. let me make it clear that I'm different from those evil people who kill and steal in the name of the abundance. On the contrary, my friends and I are practicing the virtuous side of abundance with our actions. Why are you bothering Gao Tong then? It's because the faunus red sheep I released have gone missing. The lovely sheep with crimson wool is an endangered species in their home, so I've spent a fortune to buy a herd of them, thinking of releasing them into the Scalegorge waterscape. But when I went home to check on them, I realized they were all gone. Alas, it would be great if an expert investigator could simply show up here. I wish the investigator would be generous and willing to help kind people like us gratuitously. Pay me and I'll help you. That's so mercenary of you. When I released the sheep, I never thought of asking them for my money back. You should know that by helping me, you're helping those missing sheep too, and that will earn you a merit with the Eon of Abundance. You'll be in good health and have great luck in the future. Well, I mean... That's right, money is the only reward I want. What's merit? Can you eat it? I don't know. Fine, I get it. Both sheep and humans have to eat well to survive. Since someone is willing to give up merits in exchange for cold, hard credits, I'll fulfill her wish. Let's exchange numbers to keep in touch, as I have other business to manage. I'll leave the faunus red sheep case to you. Let's meet at the Alchemy Commission to discuss updates on the investigation. Okay. So she's not Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but she does follow the path of abundance. And I don't know, I guess she's just a part of some group who comes to, like... I don't know. Comes to stop sheep from being eaten and stuff. Which, you know, a noble cause. You shouldn't be eating endangered species.
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Eating endangered species is wrong. So not you, but inside here. Okay. Go to the Realm Keeping Dimension to borrow a D-Ting. Oh, hey, Jingyan. What brings you to the Realm Keeping? Whoa. Sorry, I was like shocked by my lack of ability to say that word. What brings you to the Realm Keeping Commission today? I'd like to borrow a D-Ting. Do you mind telling us the purpose of your loan? D-Ting is forensic equipment. By right, it can't be lent to civilians. You talked about Benna and the matter of the whatever red sheep. After listening to you, Jingyan heaves out a meaningful sigh. It happens again. You can borrow this D-Ting, but you have to submit your result to us after you complete your investigation. Is there a problem? I'm not sure. Why don't you check out the situation first? Just drop me a line if there's a problem. Please be careful, though I know you can probably deal with any danger with your combat skills. So, Jingyan seems to, I don't know if suspicious is the right word, but she definitely seems to be a bit curious about this. And she's a bit worried about it. So, Scalegorge Waterscape. Whoa. We also have not been here in a long time either. I by a long time, I mean, like, I think we were only here during the mission that we were here. Whoa. Wow, it's crazy to be back here already. Okay. Sorry, I just realized. So she just let the sheep out here. She was like, "Be free, sheep!" And brought them to one of the most chilling places you could possibly go to. Okay. Any sheep around here? Sheepy sheepies. That's not a sheep. According to Benna, this is where the released sheep went missing. Let me use D-Ting to search for the clues in this area. Yeah. There you are, D-Ting. Hi. Okay. Footprints seem to belong to an animal, and I think there's more than one pair. Let's follow the footprints for the clues. I don't see any footprints, but... Okay, this way. Let's go, D-Ting. Oh, investigate. A huge tuft of red fur with blood stains. It seems to be that the sheep have suffered a mishap. Oh, poor sheepies. I don't know why I always call sheep sheepies. this way. Oh, uh-oh. I think I might know a wolf. Does it even exist in the Scalegorge Water Cape? Let me check out. Those aren't regular wolves. Those are the things that come from the Ambrosial Arbor. Uh-oh. Did they do something to the sheep? You are simply a walking, moving lunch. A pack of wolves watches you hungrily. They are hungry. Get ready to battle. No, I would never offer up D-Ting. I would sacrifice my life for this puppet dog. Okay. Hey.
More business,
Data
eh?
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah, I'm still in the process of trying to level up some of the new characters we've gotten, so this is still the team I'm using for now. I don't know. I have a problem with sometimes being a bit too much of a perfectionist on these things, where, like, I don't want to use the team member until I feel well and good satisfied with them.
Another journey.
And I don't feel good enough about the team yet. I need to work harder still.
Still waters of oblivion.
Need a doctor?
I weep for the departed.
Milo, you're the freaking cutest patootiest in the world. We love you.
It too shall fall.
Just hearing that teeny tiny "need a doctor" that just brightened my mood by like 10%. It doesn't take you long. A lot of effort to finish on your roads as you were about to check their carcasses. A graceful but sarcastic female voice comes from behind you. Graceful but sarcastic? Oh, she's wearing the same color outfit as Benna. They must be from the same group, I would assume. Oh no, you killed them. What shall we do? I can't feed them. I can't feed myself to them, right? Indeed, nature doesn't dictate who was born to be prey, but you could have spared their lives. Humans are intelligent because we can decide how much violence to use based on the situation. Let me introduce myself. My friends on the Luofu call me, Zhongshan. Those who are close to me also call me Zhongshan. Cute. My friend, you may not be aware that you have killed an animal released by the Unshackled. They are a group that enjoys rescuing animals from dangerous situations and releasing them. Your actions earlier not only undermined your own merit, but also nullified the good deeds of a number of the Unshackled. At this point, you might not be able to understand the belief of the Unshackled. Just be aware that these wolves are owned by someone. That's it. Your actions earlier not only broke the heart of the Unshackled member, but may have also enraged that merciful Eon. Eons wouldn't care about such trivial matters. What will happen if I enrage the Eon? It doesn't matter, as I already detest the Plague's author. Ooh, I wouldn't go as far as saying that. I think, generally, we're pretty open to, like, learning before putting that big of a judgment. I mean, I'll just say maybe the Eon wouldn't care about such trivial matters. Who knows? The will of the divine is unpredictable. Members of the Unshackled wouldn't be happy to see their hard-earned merits go down the drain. I'm very interested about this group, the Unshackled. Why don't you come with me to meet the four benevolent ones of the Unshackled and explain yourself? Sorry, it's the three benevolent ones now. Oh? Did someone die? Even with 3 or 4 helpers, you still aren't my match. Is this a new scam? I don't think they will ask you for compensation. After all, money means nothing to them. They attach great importance to intangible merits. Just see me as a tutor who recruits new followers and encourages people to do good. The 3 benevolent ones should be at the Alchemy Commission right now. Let's head over there. Okay, I guess so. I was supposed to be looking for some sheeps, though. Although I guess we're supposed to be led to believe that those wolves ate them. Okay. Well, what's this area? I have not unlocked this area yet. How do I get there? I guess I'll go this way? Where even am I? Yeah, I haven't really done any exploring in the Alchemy Commission. How do I get there? Where am I? Where am I? Why did I think this would be the fastest way there? Oh, or maybe I thought I could, like, get downstairs there. Can I? Oh, is there an elevator around here or something? Oh, Can I get down this way? Excuse me, just let me walk by. I'm not there. I go nowhere. I'm not even here. Am I going the right way? Yes, that should take me there. Okay. And oh yeah, I still haven't even done these puzzles. I'll come back for you another time, Side Crane. I'm kind of on a roll right now. I suppose over this way? No? Oh boy. I don't know where I'm going at all. How do you get over there? Oh, is there... No, wait a second. How am I supposed to get down there? Oh. Oh. I need to go up there. Well, look at that. Well, how do I get myself up to there? That sound is just awful. Ah. Okay. Oh, wait. Now I'm too high up.
Seek, and
Right,
you
you're...
will find.
No. Guys, I get so lost on the Luofu. I don't understand what it is. I'm always getting so freaking lost around here. Just move past me. I'm just, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not trying to fight anyone. Jesus. Terrible. This is the elevator, right? What a confusing thing. I'm surprised I haven't unlocked that waypoint. You think I would at this point. Well. Because haven't I passed by here before, right? You'd think. I swear I've gone this way. But I guess not. I mean, I haven't even opened this chest, so maybe, yeah, maybe that's true. I'll do you later, your stuff later, Side Crane. Okay. These must be the group. Xianzhou. Look, the 4 people over there are the 4 benevolent ones of the Unshackled. Let me introduce them to you. The woman on the left is Tanya, the leading figure of the Beast faction in the Unshackled, and passionate about releasing powerful wild beasts. The wolf you killed were released by her. Sorry, Tanya, but also, like, those guys kind of suck anyway. I think you've met the one next to Tanya. Her name is Benna, and she's the leader of the Nurture faction. This faction mainly releases rare, fragile, and endangered animals. Next is Heatherman. Heatherman, why did I say Heather? Next is Heathman. He leads the plant faction that is dedicated to releasing plants. Last but not least, that's Nanan. Their names are all over the place. This fella is a local, but he's just been jointly ousted from the 4 benevolent ones by the other 3. Oh. It's because he likes to release the microorganisms in water? The other 3 leaders think he's not taking the act of releasing life seriously, so they called him leader of the fooling around faction and kicked him. Ugh. That's me in real life, though. I am the leader of the fooling around faction. Oh, dear. Okay. Please wait here while I explain your incident to them. Zongtan approaches the 4 benevolent ones and talks to them. After a while, she turns around and beckons you over. Okie dokie. Xiangshan, this is the young talent who is interested in joining us? Yes, this is Lessels. Some of you might have heard of that name. This is the distinguished guest invited by General Jingyuan of the Seat of Divine Foresight. When did I say I wanted to join y'all? When you agreed to come with me and meet them. Didn't you say yes because you want to do good and learn about the way of the abundance and the Unshackled? Wait a minute, isn't this the person I hired to investigate the disappearance of the Faunus red sheep? Have you got to the bottom of it? Yes. It was a bunch of abominations of abundance that ate your sheep. Don't worry, this heroine Lessels already eliminated those monsters. I already told you the wolves attacked first. I'm not injured, so there's no need to pay for my medical fees. Yeah, I did. So what? I'm gonna do the first one. Eliminated them? You killed the wolves I released? How brutal! And you, Zhongshan, what do you mean by the abominations of abundance? How many times do I have to repeat myself that those that received Yaoshi's blessings are no abominations? So Tanya, you are the culprit. I only released the Faunus Red Sheep in the Scalegorge waterscape because I thought that area was free of beasts. Why did you release the wolves there too? Shut up, both of you. The gold-fringed alfalfa I released there were all eaten by the sheep. Why have they all chosen to release their various species on the same area? Of course this would happen. Your annoying alfalfa grew all over the place and disrupted the entire ecosystem of that planet. If it hadn't been for your alfalfas, the Faunus Red Sheep population wouldn't have boomed, and they wouldn't have been hunted to near extinction by the local hunters, and I wouldn't have had to buy them at a high price and release them. All right, stop bickering. It isn't appropriate to fight before outsiders. Keep your mouth shut, you mineral water releasing clown. This whole group is so confrontational. Like from Benna fighting with that chef earlier to this group. If this group knows how to do one thing, it's argue. What's wrong with releasing the Scalegorge spring water? At least I won't get embroiled in this ridiculous battle of the food chain. What exactly are you guys doing? Are you releasing animals or holding a beast fight? A certain suspended employee shouldn't be fanning the flames here. I'll leave you to your argument, y'all. Hey, please don't go. I'll mediate their dispute. Everyone, please stop fighting. Although Lessels has killed the wolves released by Tanya and ruined those kind efforts, she intends to redeem this error by joining the Unshackled. I never agreed to that. I never said I was gonna join the Unshackled. They'll do a lot of kind deeds in the future. How does that sound, everyone? My darling wolves. No, I can't accept this. I'm fine with it after all. Lessels has helped me get to the bottom of the disappearance of the Faunus Red Sheep. It's nay for me too. This person seems to be violent by nature. Can they understand the spirit of releasing life? Enough, mineral water guy. I can't let her join us, but I'll be especially strict with them. I have no problem with that. My phone's ringing. Someone seems to have sent me a message. I should reply to it. Awesome, your membership has been approved unanimously. I remember every new member of the Unshackled has to go through a newcomer trial. Let's discuss the trial to be arranged for Lessels. Xianzhou has a point. Let's test Lessel's abilities through the newcomer trial. Let me reiterate that I have no intention of joining. That won't do. Now that you have killed my wolves, you must contribute the same amount of merits, whether you join our group or not. That's the only way I'll forgive you. I'll ignore them and check the message first. Who's my message from? Oh, I'm going to privately check my message. Oh, it's from Jingyan in the commission. Lessels, did you find the sheep? Miss, are you okay? Please reply if you see this message. Are you still alive? I'm alive. Sorry, just got around to answering this. I found the sheep, but they were all eaten by the wolves. The wolves haven't had enough to eat and wanted to eat me as well. I dealt with them already. Then I was taken to see a group calling themselves the Unshackled, and they insisted I join them. What a bother. Then join them. Oh, are they maybe investigating the Unshackled? Why? You're making me scared to join them. You know that the Alliance does not ban merchants who worship the Plague's author from coming to the Xianzhou and trading here. This open-minded policy is bringing quite a bit of trouble for the Realm Keeping Commission. As we try to maintain the peace here, this group, the Unshackled, is one such trouble. Sure, its members are law-abiding individuals. Okay. Are law-abiding individuals and have not committed any crime. However, these people believe in the path of abundance and that they will accumulate good karma if they release living beings into the wild, thus earning good fortune for themselves. They have started to release more and more creatures, even including some invasive species. It's quite a headache for the Commission. That's why we'd like you to infiltrate the Unshackled and crumble them from within. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be hard to crumble these guys from within. They're easy to turn on each other like that. I'm telling you that for sure. The Realm-Keeping Commission will reward you lavishly. Ooh, lavishly, you say. I could use some credits, so, how do I crumble them? How? I don't even know how to help, even if you want me to. Don't sell yourself short. All 6 commissions are recounting your legendary exploits, infiltrating the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and taking them down. But we did do that. You're a professional when it comes to destabilizing such organizations. We really did do that. I forgot about that. Of course, we won't force you. If you really can't dissolve them, you can always just give us intel on their future actions so we can prevent them from doing anything outrageous. Anyway, thank you in advance for this business. The Realm-Keeping Commission will reward you lavishly for sure. Ooh. I mean, I don't mind taking them down from within. I'm all for freeing the animals and stuff, but if you're disrupting the local ecosystem, then you're kind of just doing more harm than good. And also, this group is kind of annoying. Not for any particular reason. They're all kind of they're all very headstrong, which, nothing wrong with that, but they're very, like, what's the word? Like, quick to start fights, So I don't mind. I think it'll be fun. Interesting. Okay. Jing'an is literally talking to those members, and I wonder whether they have decided on what kind of trial to put me through. Ooh. Well, I guess let's find out. Lessels, you're back. I just discussed with the 4 benevolent ones about the newcomer trial. It's 3 benevolent ones now. Well, we've agreed that we should let you solve the problem at hand for us. Oh, great. I believe you can tell that the creatures we released have formed a food chain. Heathman's plants were eaten by my faunus red sheep, and my sheep were eaten by Tanya's beasts. If this goes well, all the merits we have accumulated will be in vain. Plants can't fight. This makes them the biggest loser. I don't have to worry as I'll never have such concerns. That's why our microscopic faction is better than everyone else. One more word from you, fooling around faction, and I'll smack you. Okay, please don't start another fight. Anyway, the newcomer trial for us two, as the master and a student, has been decided. We have to solve the food chain problem among the 3 benevolent ones. Indeed. You won't have this problem if you all stop the act of releasing wildlife. When did I become the student? Well, it's my duty to train the newcomers of the Unshackled and help them pass the trial. In a sense, that makes you my student. Finding the solution that meets the needs of all 3 of us is in the core of this trial. This newcomer trial is quite interesting. Please allow us to discuss it in private. Lessels, follow me. Okay. The living creatures released by this trio formed a food chain and consumed each other. This has dealt a devastating blow to their friendship and beliefs. But how can we guarantee the living creatures they release won't form a food chain? Get them to release in different worlds? Oh, that could help. How about we release the same species of creature? What different worlds? Although, I'm interested. We're supposed to try to, like, maybe tear them down from the inside. I'm curious what we'll do for that. Let's see this. You mean we should ask them to release the living creatures in different places? These traveling merchants have to look after the business on the Luofu. They wouldn't be willing to do that. I have an idea. The living creatures these 3 love to release can form a food chain, but the same species won't hurt their own kind, right? But the 3 benevolent ones are very stubborn. Once they've decided to do something, hardly anything can change their minds. Let's find out the similarities among the creatures they'd like to release. There must be some kind of being in this world that can meet the needs of all of them. Okay. Alright, so now we have to figure out what all 3 of them want. So Tanya, who wants to release beasts, if you can pass this trial, it shows that you have great potential. What are the criteria for a species that can be released by the beast faction? If you ask me, I think everyone from the Unshackled should endeavor to free powerful beasts from human captivity. No more hunting falcons or fighting dogs. Let them unleash their vitality in nature. After all, isn't it in line with the laws of nature and the way of the hunt on the Xianzhou to allow living creatures to hunt freely in an environment suitable for them? Okay. I get where you're coming from. And then Benna. What's the matter, Lessels? What are the criteria for a species that can release by the Nurture faction? Our position is pretty straightforward. We aim to rescue and protect endangered species that are so overhunted and scarce that they can hardly sustain their population. Alas, it was for this reason that I released the Faunus Red Sheep into Scalegorge Waterscape. Little did I know that I was sending them to their demise. And Heathman, I wonder where Nanan went. Oh, he's over there. I'm actually curious if he has any dialogue. Oh, anything I can help you with? Do you have any suggestions for the newcomer trial? Don't ask me. I'm just mineral water guy. I don't have anything to do with the food chain of those 3 great ones. True. Okay. Looking for me? What are the criteria for a species that can be released by the plant faction? Capable of photosynthesis, easy to cultivate, and has no excretion. That would be a plant, the perfect creature to be released. Okay. Lessels, let's compile a summary and see whether there are similarities among these 3. Firstly, there's Tanya. She wants to free powerful beasts from human control. Next, it's Benna. Her goal is to rescue endangered species that are unable to reproduce. Lastly, it's Heathman. His criteria are the simplest yet most demanding, as he's only interested in plants. In other words, we need to find an endangered and ferocious plant? This is so challenging. Do you have any ideas? A man-eating plant? Is there such a thing? Do you mean a carnivorous plant? That's indeed a ferocious plant, but I don't think they're endangered species. If you've been to Von Wook, you'll know it's full of carnivorous crown flowers. Lately, there have been sightings of scary leaf walkers on the Xianzhou, creatures with foliage growing all over the body. It's hard to say whether those things are human or plant, but I don't think anyone would want to keep them back. Do they mean the Mara struck? How about inorganic beings? Do you mean mechanical creatures like cycranes and detings? Your idea sounded outrageous at first, but now that I think about it, it sounds even more outrageous. What's ferocious about cycranes? Besides, people can see them flying by all the time. They couldn't be endangered. If there exists a mechanical lifeform species that is unable to be repaired or manufactured for some reason, it might fit the criteria. However, I've never heard of such a place. If there exists a mechanical lifeform species that is unable to be repaired or manufactured, it might... I've been to a world that is on the brink of destruction. There's an isolated doomsday. Oh my god. Back to Yuluo 6? Oh my goodness. A mechanical lifeform. That's true, because a lot of the robots there are really, really old. Are you talking about the one that has returned to the IPC's economical sphere recently? Yuloli 8? How intriguing. It is said that the planet was heard from again after it was struck by a large-scale disaster. If mechanical lifeforms were present on such locations, most of them will be troubled with technological regression. In that scenario, they can be counted as ferocious and endangered. Your idea is promising, but there's a problem. This thing isn't a plant. The word plant has a broad definition. I don't know if I would describe them as plants, though. I know where you're going with this. We can use a broad definition of plants to include mechanical creatures. Since you propose this idea, you must know where a rare mechanical creature from Belobog can be acquired, right? Who should I turn to if I want to purchase Belobogian mechanical creatures? Serval, maybe? After all, she owns a workshop. talk to Zerval right now. Yay! How exciting! Oh my goodness. This is like, okay, right. This is like the first time we're like talking with people from Yuluo 6 since we've left. Zerval, wanna get some automatons. Automatons? I get it. Every dashing girl has a dream to drive mechas, right? Before we continue this conversation, let me get two things straight. One, those things don't have a cockpit. You can't sit in it. Two, there are weapons for Silvermane. They are weapons for Silvermane guards, not for sale. Is there any other way? What if I fix one? What if I fix one instead? I get that the guards won't sell me a functioning one. What if I get a junky one? Your brain works pretty fast. We can't sell intact weapons, but won't be breaking the law if we pick a few broken models from the scrapyard and fix them up. Well, I'm gonna send you a coordinate. Go there and find me as soon as you arrive at Bellabog. Oh my gosh, we're going back to Yuluo 6? Ah, how fun. Okay. That's pure joy coming from me. Okay. Oh, do we have to refurbish discarded products? Since this is a decision we made together, let's do our best to make it work. Let's set off to Bellabog. Oh my goodness. It's fun to think that now since Yuluo 6 has kind of solved their issues and is, you know, now back within the sights of, you know, the IPC and everything, that like people from other planets are gonna visit them now, which must be so crazy, like, because we were the first Outworlders to go there in hundreds of years, to now think that there might just be like people showing up all the time, like they are, you know, on, you know, the Luofu and whatnot. How exciting. Oh, we're here. Okay. Hey, everyone. Hey, Dunn. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hello. Oh, it's so nice to be in Bellabog. I feel like my temperature has cooled down already. Oh. These are perhaps... Zerval! Oh my god, hey! Lessels, it's been a while. Who's the lady next to you? Hello, my name is Xianzhou. I'm Lessel's strategic partner in the purchase of mechanical life forms. Mechanical life forms? Strategic partner? Interesting choice of words. Before taking these scrap metals with you, I must ask you a question, and I'll take your answer as the advanced payment. Why are you two interested in the technology of Bellabog? You tell Zerval the whys and wherefores of how you joined the Unshackled. Treat the machines in Bellabog as endangered creatures and release them to a faraway world in order to accumulate merits. You know what, Zerval, I'm sorry to get you involved in all this. I can you know, we're speaking like a foreign language to you right now. I'm so sorry. Being isolated in Bellabog for so long, it's hard for me to accept such a novel idea. Yeah, no, I mean, Zerval, I don't even think it's just you being in a place like Bellabog, I think people from most places would be like, huh, okay. Do you mean the idea of releasing machines? Do you mean the idea of accumulating merits? Everyone defines machines and living things differently. About releasing the machines, if it's to protect certain animals from being harmed, then I can understand. However, the idea of pleasing the Eon through such actions is quite bold. Does it matter to Eons how humans behave? Is there someone up there who constantly reviews the morality of our actions? Will we get our points deducted when we hurt a living thing and gain points when we rescue one? I'm afraid it's a sign of arrogance for humans to think that their actions are that important. Perhaps Yoshi really does care about what humans do. Isn't this place protected by the Animal Lord? I agree. That's what I think too. Oh? Anyway, I don't expect the opinion of a mere mechanic like me to hold sway over the Unshackled. Since you regard these machines as living things, you need to at least administer treatment and bring them back to life. Songshan crouches down to examine the automatons. Things are slightly better than I thought. The technology used in these automatons is archaic. Oh, sorry, Mr. Val. I mean to say that it is vintage. As the... pardon me. I got something caught in my throat. As the presiding physician, I can't do all the work by myself. Lessels, I require your assistance. See those override modules I brought? Try to remove the casing of the automatons and search for the right port to connect with the modules. Okay. Is this going to be a puzzle? I hope it is a puzzle. Override module. Oh, what did it say? Okay. And it has a solar panel attached to it. Okay, let's start with the Grizzly. Hey. These automatons are defunct to the core. However, they might be salvageable if some of their key parts can be replaced. Ooh, puzzle? Yeah, puzzle! Bellabog puzzle. Okay, what am I trying to do here?
Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
I'm learning a lot by serving, but I'm learning a lot by observing you two at work. Okay, thank you, Sabal. Do the little Spidey guy. Let me see, how should I connect to the central processor? Forget it, I'll just connect them directly to the override modules. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Easy, okay. Whew, it's finally done. Repairing a machine is way more troublesome than smashing it with a baseball bat. So true, Lessels. Okay, now the direwolf. Oh, the engine is still running. This machine seems to be in pretty good condition. Yay!
Perhaps there's...
The lights on this automaton seem to be coming on. Is it hanging on to dear life, or is it the last flicker of a dead machine? Connect to the automatons. Lessels, be careful. You hear that sound? There seems to be something wrong. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Mode activated. Kill. Okay. I don't know if Tanya's gonna like us having to kill these guys when we're trying to rescue them as an endangered species. Well, we'll see. Okay.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Rest in peace, little direwolf. Wow, this is indeed a world that has survived a catastrophe. Every automaton is ready for battle. Thank goodness Lessels and you are okay. If I'm injured, the Unshackled will have to bankrupt themselves to compensate me. These automatons are nothing. I've destroyed many of them. I'm gonna say the first one. Please don't count me in when you ask for compensation. Since Lessels has shown these automatons who's the boss here with their fist, I shall take on the duty of curing them. How's the work on your side? My job here is almost done. Mr. Vault, thank you for your generous help. Lessels and I will be heading back to the Luofu. We can't afford to make the Grandmasters merit us wait too long. Sure, although there have been more merchant ships in Belobog recently, this city is still rather quiet and desolate. Please drop by whenever you have the chance. Goodbye. Bye, Sir Val. Oh, bye, Sir Val. Okay. These automatons won't pose a threat, will they? Will they be ready to accept the idea of releasing automatons? Well, it depends on how we convince them. Don't worry, I believe they'll be satisfied with our solution. Now, let's split up. I'm sure the Astral Express conductor will freak out if we load so many automatons on the train all at once. I don't think Pom Pom would be very pleased about that, to be honest. So, I've rented a transport ship from the IPC to bring the automatons back to the Luofu. You can take the Astral Express back, no need to rush. I've sent out invitations to the benevolent ones. We've agreed to witness the completion of your newcomer trial on the thriving land of Scalegorge Waterscape. Okay. Remember to be there on time. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, see y'all on the Luofu, I guess? interesting. I'm curious how we might end up, are we still gonna try to, like, tear them down from the inside? And if so, how are we gonna do that?
Stream 4.
Sorry, just had to fight him. Been wanting to fight him since I saw him earlier. Hey, cut it out, my god.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
We have the upper hand.
Sometimes you just have the urge to fight a little guy, you know?
I weep for the departed.
She weeps for the departed.
It too shall fall.
Yay. Got him. Okay. Where is the special shop? On the Luofu, you know, the one where you could use these ones. Where's the special shop on the Luofu? I have no idea. I realize I don't remember if I've shopped there yet. Anyway. Lessels, you're here. I've presented our plan to the benevolent ones, but they don't seem too pleased about it. It's time to convince them with our silver tongues. Let's chat them one by one, just like we did in the beginning. Okay. Here they are. We'll talk to Benna first. This isn't what I expected from you. Mechanical creatures are everywhere, and the sky is full of those cycranes. Didn't you bring a D-Ting with you the last time we were here? In what sense are they endangered species? Besides, you two are required to solve the food chain issue among us to pass the newcomer trial. How can these mechanical creatures solve that problem? Well, you don't know everything about these creatures. These weak and helpless mechanical creatures come from a planet verging on destruction named, Aureate. Miss Benna, I believe you must have heard of this planet before, since you're close with the trade reps of the IPC. I heard that the planet's just resumed its trade lately. The place is no longer capable of manufacturing mechanical babies like these. Oh, it breaks my heart to hear this. So, is this the last batch of mechanical life forms left behind by a declining civilization? Exactly. They're not an out-and-out endangered species. As new machines couldn't be made, we went all out to treat their lethal wounds. These little guys even fought valiantly to protect their human masters. Miss Benna, you'll gain a lot of merits by releasing them and freeing them from the crisis and their imminent demise. I've got it. Indeed, these helpless babies are really worth releasing. Oh my god, we got her. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, Benna? Oh, the more I look at these endangered darlings, the more fond I grow of them. I mean, it's kind of sweet that she really cares so much, you know? We'll talk to... Oh, Tanya next. Okay. Mechanical creatures? That's a whole new way to look at this matter. Still, I must say, the technology used to manufacture them is too outdated. I think I said before that the Unshackled should endeavor to free powerful beasts from human captivity. We must stop hunting for falcons and holding dogfights. Let them unleash their vitality in nature. These primitive mechanical creatures are poor, weak, and sickly. Every joint of theirs trembles, and the bolts on their castings threaten to pop out as they move. Alas, I guess we have to show you some proof for you to believe us. Automatons, attack Luofu! Zhongshine, we're not ready! Listen, now is the perfect time to show Miss Tanya how powerful these mechanical life forms are. Do I deserve to be beaten up? Ay, ay, ay. The things they put us through in this game, my goodness. It's kind of fun to see your Reload 6 enemies here on the Luofu. I like it.
Ready for another?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Let's do this. And then we'll
Still
do...
waters of oblivion.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
You go, Acheron. Yeah.
It too shall fall.
Bam. Okay. Great. What a great duel this is. Of course, these wonderful mechanical creatures from Yuluo 8 are enslaved and sent to the battlefield by their ruthless human masters. They sacrifice themselves and bear all the damage in the human stead. Miss Tonya, you'll gain a lot of merits by releasing them and freeing them from their heartless human master. The way they're telling them all something different. I understand. I have no more questions. Xianzhou is a crafty little one, I'll tell you that. Powerful and ferocious. After taking a closer look at the structure of these primitive machines, I can see the rugged beauty of beasts in them. Now I guess the last is Heathman. Heathman, you don't seem too happy about this. I can understand the theoreticals, but are you sure this kind of thing is a plant? Capable of photosynthesis, easy to cultivate, and has no excretion, plants are the perfect living creature to be released. You said that, didn't you? Watch this. Xianzhou opens the cover at the back of the automaton, revealing the override module you installed. Oh my god, with the satellite. Not satellite, what am I talking about? The, what do you call it? Oh my god, what do you call it? The... Ugh, what do you call it? Oh my god, they literally just said it. What is it called? It's a thing. You put it on your roof and it gets the energy from sunlight. What the heck is that called? Solar panel. Solar panel, yeah, because I remember when we read the description, it said that the module we installed had solar panels on it. So I guess in a way, the direwolf photosynthesizes. It creates energy from the sun. That is, Zhangshang's playing like 4D chess right now. This is, a certain device that controls this machine, isn't it? I don't understand how it's related to my definition of plants. Well, it's an override module powered by a folded solar panel. This mechanical life form before you relies on solar energy, which is photosynthesis, to move around, just like the plants you love. It's easy to cultivate. Heathman wipes away the sweat on his forehead, looking distressed. So, it's a plant? This is unacceptable. It can't be a plant. Absolutely not. It has to at least look like one. What does a plant look like? Must it have a huge trunk? Must it come with beautiful flowers? Or must it have a tuber buried in the ground? Could you draw me a picture of a plant so that I can fix the appearance of this life form behind you? I think you've got a point. So, how did we do in this newcomer trial? It's a pass. I'm fine with this. Okay, so we won, I guess. Haha, they bought it. They really bought it. Oh no, I'm about to die from laughing. What are you laughing at? Isn't this hilarious? Oh, she's so funny. They have worked out their differences and agreed to release the same living thing. Isn't this kind of happy ending worth our laughter? We really did kind of, you know, we kind of strung them along there. Okay, that's enough laughter for today. Let's go to the waterfront. The 3 Grand Masters Meredith and I have just decided to hold a small release ritual there. Now that the 3 benevolent ones' food chain problem is solved, their merits won't be undermined by others in the future. This is indeed something worth celebrating. If Yaoshi knows about this, I'm sure they will share our joy. Let's go and get some merits. Okay. Let's go get some merits, I guess. Where do I go? Oh, back over there. Oh, I got stuck on the wall. This is so funny to see. Oh. The like prayer hands from Tanya. Oh, there comes Nanon. Why did he have such a shocked face on? These lovely little creatures will carry your merits and depart to a bigger new world. Let's give them our blessings. Always be confident, my little darlings. The gracious Sanctus Medicus will surely illuminate your path ahead. Show your ferocious side like the beasts, my warriors. Your valor is the manifestation of the divine power of Yaoshi. Go ahead and thrive, my little blossoms of steel? Hey, what are you guys doing? Can you please stop dumping electronic waste into the water? Oh my god. Oh my god. They somehow found a roundabout way to make to make their thing affect Nanon's thing. Do you know how many innocent microbes are living in it? Read the room, water mineral guy. Or mineral water guy. They seem to be deeply moved by their own actions. I better not disturb them. I have a feeling something's amiss about all this. Feeling dubious. Oh, what did I... Oh, I didn't even get to read it. Feeling dubious what? Well, I guess I have to talk to Jingyan. Well done, my friend. I got an official notification from the commission while I was out on a job. Those 3 saints from the Unshackled are in big trouble. What happened? Go to Exalting Sanctum and you'll find out. Okay. Did they get arrested? What's going on here? Okay. I like your hair. So cute. Okay. I'm very curious what happened there. Oh, hey guys. You're here, Lessels. You should be ashamed. Thanks to your great idea, Tanya and the rest are in trouble. What are you talking about? We just offered them help at their request, that's all. You call that help? Now the 3 are bickering in Exalting Sanctum. Check out the situation yourselves. Hehehe, things are getting interesting. Are the 3 benevolent ones in the Exalting Sanctum now? Let's find out what kind of trouble they're having. How come you look so happy? This is from your... I am curious about Zhangshen's happiness about this, but the idea of Lessel's, like, evilly rubbing her hands together is too good. I have to click it. Why do you look so excited? Big trouble is looming ahead. Be serious. You need to be serious too, Zhangshen. I think we're both not very serious. Where am I going?
Do you know how to fix a star skiff?
Oh, I didn't even see him right there. Angry Cloud Knight. It was a shuling cypress that had survived for more than 2,000 years. It was even older than me. Just like that, the tree was chopped off with a chainsaw by that thing. Do you know how much you have to pay for this? Oh, no. Oh no. The automatons are actually destroying actual old species like plants. The life of a plant is priceless. Be serious. Plants can't speak. Be serious. Sure. Calm down, sir. I'll be serious. Turns out he can be serious. Sir, I'm innocent. It's all Tanya's and Benna's fault. Tanya? Or is it Tonya? Tanya? Benna's fault. If they had been more clear-headed, they wouldn't have believed it was a plant. They could have stopped me and avoided all the damage that ensued. Sir, you thought it was a plant too. I mean, you know, I shouldn't complain. At least he's not implicating us in all of this. Don't pass the blame to someone else. You must either revive this ancient tree or grow 2,000 trees as compensation. Your choice. Oh, you're leaving me with no choice at all. Indeed, you have no choice. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. Heathman is at the end of his rope and seems desperate. He might sell us out soon. Yeah, we really don't need that. Good luck, Heathman. Oh no. What happened? What happened to her? Tanya! Don't touch me. What happened to you? Holy moly, Tanya. How did you get so badly injured? I'm waiting for the rescue Starskiff of the Alchemy Commission. I have fractures all over my body. Oh no. Did the grizzly attack you? It was the doing of that huge automaton, the one called Grizzly. After I released it, it followed me to my home and gave me a tight embrace. Grizzly never forgets every favor it receives. It did that to return your kindness. Do people actually Xianzhou profanity? Do people actually Xianzhou profanity repay? Do people actually beep repay favors like this? Alas, why don't you lie down and stay calm? What should we do? I mean, we're trying to sow seeds of doubt and stuff, so let's say this isn't our fault. Pay for my loss? If you two scoundrels hadn't brought me this cursed heap of metal, I wouldn't have... Hey, please get your facts right, Miss Tonya. Don't forget, the three of you were very satisfied with the solution we offered. Benna and Heathman, those two idiots, if they hadn't been so gullible, I wouldn't have accepted this outrageous solution. They're all blaming each other, wow. So it really did work. It's kind of interesting, though, that Zhongshan has kind of been helping the fall of this trio, though. I'm very curious about her. Especially Heathman. Plants? He looks like one himself. One day I'll beat him up into a vegetable smoothie. Take it easy. When you've recovered, we'll come and release Beast with you together. Get lost. When I get well, the first thing I'm going to do is settle the score with those two idiots. Then I'll deal with you two. Don't think you're gonna get away with this. Oh no. Oh, poor Tanya. Well, and I guess last is Benna. Oh! She's all on her lonesome. What's up, Benna? Did you increase your merits after releasing the mechanical creatures? Don't even mention it. I've cried so much that I can't even breathe. Sounds awful. What happened? Why did the mechanical darlings we released blow them so? No, they blew up. I guess the spiders are the ones that blow themselves up, aren't they? Poor Benna. Oh, poor Benna. She's like, my poor endangered spiders blew up. What? You weren't injured, were you? I'm fine, but the mechanical darlings started blowing up everywhere in Scalegorge Waterscape once water seeped into the machinery. The Videodora dragged me to the Realm-Keeping Commission Chancery and accused me of setting off fireworks illegally in the holy space of the Videodora. I had no idea that disrespecting a holy place was such a grave offense. The fine was exorbitant. I've used up all my retirement funds. Did your friends help you? Since we're all members of the Unshackled, surely they did something when you were in trouble, right? Oh, please. Tonya and Heathman are just hypocrites. They refused to pay when I asked them to share the fine. When we first met each other, we promised to do good together. Now they've finally shown their true colors. I wonder how those two idiots work. I love how all three of them have called each other idiots. Oh, they're all idiots. Poor guys. I wonder how those two idiots were convinced. Can a mechanical creature be counted as a plant? What was going through Heathman's head? Tonya is the worst. If she hadn't insisted on releasing Beast, you wouldn't have brought those explosive mechanical things here. Take it easy. Aren't all of the practitioners of the Way of the Abundance? Peace and harmony are priceless. Peace? Forget about it. I'll make them pay for the loss I've suffered. And the two of you, just you wait. Uh-oh. Like, let's get out of here, Zhongshan. Okay, alas, no good deed goes unpunished. Poor things. How interesting. Indeed. Now that the Unshackled is in a mess, you've completed your mission. You can receive your reward at the Realm Keeping Commission. So you secretly work for the Realm Keeping Commission. How did you know about that? Don't ask so many questions. As your tutor, I must prepare some surprises for you, right? Look at how worried you are, Lessels. I'll take care of this. You don't have to worry about how this all plays out. I can promise you a happy ending for everyone. So, Xianzhou must work for the Realm Keeping Commission or something. Like, that has to be it, right? Okay, we've seen enough of the action. Please leave the rest to me. Go ahead and collect your reward at the Realm Keeping Commission, okay? I'd love to know what happens to these guys in the future. Hey, Jingyan. I'd like to talk about the Unshackled. That's what I wanted to discuss with you too, Lessels. Thank you for your help. Thanks to your brilliant plan, the 3 leaders of the Unshackled have suffered the consequences of their actions. Seems like you got the memo. Did I go too far? I get it. You feel that way because you're a virtuous character. For those who have been troubled by the actions of the Unshackled all this time, this punishment is nothing. Here's your reward. You deserve it. Please feel free to drop by if you encounter any issues. You're always welcome at the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery. Okay. Did we finish it? Okay. Though, I think this might be another one of those ones where there's another part. Am I right? I don't know. If there is, if there is another part to it, I'll add that to like the next clip. If there's, because I'm still recording more for this episode. I'm still continuing to record the what's the mission? The Todd one. So if something does come up, I'll add that in. But if it doesn't, we're gonna conclude this part here of the Bestial Ferocity mission. And that was really interesting. It was fun to get to go back to Yuluo 6, and oh my god, it was like an absolute pleasure to see Serval again. I love that girl so much. And yeah, it was funny meeting these characters. They were silly gooses. I'm curious about how things will end up for these 3 after what they've been through, and I'm curious about what they intend to do to try to like retaliate against us. I don't think they'll be able to, especially if the Realm Keeping Commission's involved. But it was interesting. It was interesting to meet more followers of the Abundance, but who weren't exactly like disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Like they weren't, you know, involved in that whole thing. Because if I'm right, these people are Outworlders as well. They're not from here, right? So it's kind of interesting seeing that. And it was also funny to see Yuluo 6 automatons here in the Luofu. And like, yeah, actually kind of like seeing them with like all of the Luofu's technology makes you think, wow, they really are some old robots. And let me just check off this achievement. Complete 1 successful release with the Unshackled. Oh, very good. I wonder if that implies that there'll be future releases. But anyway, yeah, if this is the conclusion, you'll know, and if there's more, you'll know right now. Okay, it's the next day, and I was right, there is a message from Xianzhou. Hello, Lessels. My work on the Xianzhou draws to a close. Now, a traveler like me is about to start my next adventure. It's been a fun few days, so I left you a little gift and a letter before I went away. Remember to pick those up from Heron Express and Exalting Sanctum. You're leaving? Where are you going to next? Message failed to send? Xianzhou? What? Okay, yeah, that was another, like, actual mission part. You thought the matter had come to an end for the time being, but when you receive a strange message from Xianzhou, there seems to be something else about this incident that you've been kept in the dark from. Go to Nanan and ask about... Okay, where am I? Oh, we're in Exalting Sanctum. Okay. Let's go there.
This
What
haven
on earth
of
is
memories.
Xianzhou up to? Let me
Every
take a look
touch,
at the Psycrane
Every
stand.
moment is like a thorned rose.
Yeah, okay, that's him. That's Nanan over there. Lessels, what are you doing here? Let me make this clear. You and your tutor better not think of persuading me into releasing some bizarre creatures this time. Don't worry, Xianzhou is gone. I'm here to collect a letter from her. What? She left? Why did she too leave unannounced, just like my 3 buddies? They left unannounced too? Did they run away? Aren't they being punished? I'm not sure what happened. I was told that they were either fined or imprisoned. I thought of visiting them to see how I could help. But those at the Realm Keeping Commission said that they had been taken away on bail. They were nowhere to be seen, and they didn't reply to any of my messages. It was as though they had vanished into thin air. They unshackled They unshackled the unshackled. Have they decided to leave the Unshackled behind and go away? Benna might do such a thing, but not Tanya or Heathman. Also, none of those who are close to them have seen them so far. By the way, that friend of yours also left me a gift here. Let me see what it is. A case of mineral water. Oh, what a thoughtful young lady. Actually, when I met you two for the first time in Scalegorge Waterscape, my intuition already told me that you two weren't cut out for this releasing business. The first time you met us? Isn't she a member of the Unshackled? What? So that all makes sense now. Okay, it's coming together. Isn't she your friend? We thought she was there to help you persuade us to let you in to join the Unshackled. Wasn't it the case? We didn't know her at all before she brought you here. Who in the world is Zhongshan? Do you have anything else to say? Zhongshan is your friend, right? Right? Man, we were both fooled by her. Who is she? Following the instructions in Zhongshan's message, you find a letter and several small gifts. Oh my god, I can't wait to read this. Lessels, I hope this letter finds you well. When you read this letter, I will no longer be aboard the Luofu. I'm sure the Unshackled incident has been resolved perfectly, and the Realm Keeping Commission has given you a lot of remunerations. You may be curious about where Tanya, Benna, and Heathman have gone. Don't worry, I'm not a bad person. They're all doing well. I just unshackled them. After you left, these three Grandmasters Meritus thought... Sorry, ugh, I don't know why. Whenever they use this word, it always like throws me off big time. I don't know why. After you left, these 3 Grandmasters Meritus thought for a long time and each decided to unshackle the other 2. This is really great. These 3 have been fighting for half their lives but finally reached a consensus, and I, of course, fulfilled each of their wishes. Let's wish the 3 Grandmasters all the best in their new home. This really is a great thing. These 3 prime of all souls have always looked down upon all things with a pompous attitude and imposed on everyone some kind of self-proclaimed kindness. Now that their positions have changed, these 3 can finally experience the kindness of others and enjoy a peaceful life. As for Nanan, theoretically, he should also have been unshackled, but jokes need a jokester to be told. Oh my goodness. So I'll let him stay aboard the Luofu for now. To be honest, Lessels, I really like you. With your wisdom, you must have realized that something was wrong with me, but you still did so much with me until the Unshackled was turned upside down. Why? Because it was really fun for you, wasn't it? I don't know if you like this joke about unshackling, but I hope you do. I hope you can sincerely say, aha, from the bottom of your heart. Perhaps one day we will meet again at the tavern. At that time, please allow me to buy you a martini with a topology olive and some Barnsley fractal peppers. That's my favorite. Love, Sean. Oh my goodness. She's what do you call it? Oh my god. See guys, I'm so freaking bad with names. She's like Sampo. What do you call them? I need to look at my freaking databank. Where's my databank? Factions. Masked Fool. Or Morning Actors. No, I don't know. Probably Masked Fools. Masked Fools. Zhangshan is a follower of Elation. Oh my goodness. I should have seen this coming. Especially with the... Oh my goodness. These guys. These Masked Fools. It's very entertaining every time we meet one, though. And it's... Things always become a bit more topsy-turvy with them around. Oh my goodness. What a little sneaky lady. Nanon, we just got so played. But what's interesting about, you know, the people, like the Masked Fools that we've met so far, which, you know, it's only my presumption that Sampo is a Masked Fool so far, but like, because like I don't know. No writing in this game has explicitly confirmed that to me yet, but like it's pretty clear, right? It's pretty clearly written to me that he's a Masked Fool. But it's pretty interesting that so far, like, all of the ones we've met, they're kind of, like, generally nice. Like, they're not, like, they don't seem to want bad things to happen to me, but it's like they lead with the joke, you know what I mean? Like some troubles might be caused for me, but in the end, you know, they're just here for a laugh. It's fine. Anyway, what did Zhangshan say in the letter? Oh my god, should I tell the truth or keep the truth a secret? I mean, honestly, I feel like I should tell him the truth just because, like, I kind of feel bad that he was already kept in the dark on so many things. Like, he really thought that he was one of the 4 people, even though they all just thought of him as the water boy or whatever. So I'm just gonna tell him the truth. I see. She unshackled the 3 of them. This is baffling. Well, it isn't entirely a bad thing. Now that the obsessed trio isn't here, the Unshackled will be off the radar of the Realm Keeping Commission. It makes my life a lot easier. Anyway, it might be some time before the 3 benevolent ones come back. From now on, I'll be the only benevolent one. Maybe it's time to think about the future of the Unshackled. Please feel free to swing by and take part in our activities. Now that the microscopic faction is at the helm, there won't be any more dangerous activities like releasing beasts. Well. Anything else to say? Please feel free to take by. Yeah, okay, same thing. Wow, what an interesting end to that mission. Honestly, it was a very satisfying ending. Like, I had so many questions throughout the whole thing, and I feel like that really resolved things for me. Did we get an achievement from that? Witness the end of the Unshackled. Honestly, that was a very, very enjoyable mission. And that's why I think, like, it's so worth it to do these adventure missions. At the very least, the ones that you find in the Fates Atlas. Because so far, like, they've all been enjoyable for me. When I first started this game, I wasn't quite sure how maybe I felt about the adventure missions, because, like, I noticed they were, like, pretty short, and, like, sometimes I was like, is this, like, even on topic, guys? This is off topic. Like, what are we doing here? But, like, I have really enjoyed, like, all the different type of characters we've come to meet throughout the different adventure missions, and beyond that, it kind of just makes the world feel a lot more alive, you know, just beyond the main playable characters that we've met so far, you know, and puts us into entertaining situations like this where we even end up learning more about, you know, a faction that we haven't really had a lot of contact with, like the Masked Fools, and also people of who follow the Path of Abundance too, because yeah, we got to meet, you know, the Unshackled and all that. But yeah, I've really enjoyed both of the missions that we did for today's episode. next time I'm probably intending to do some more adventure missions because I'd really love to finish off like the ones that are from the Top Cloud Tower Thrust chapter. And then we'll probably get on with what is it, Kafka's? Yes. Yeah, Kafka's pardon me, her her companion mission. I started like losing track of myself. But yeah, I want to do that. And then after that, I think we'll go up and finish off this part of the Trailblaze mission. Yeah, I've so enjoyed the Luofu. It's been such a fun place to be. And I don't know, there's a lot more going on around here than in Yuluo 6, which, you know, obviously considering the story of Yuluo 6, it's no surprise that there'd be a lot more going on here. But it's made for a very what do you call it? I don't know. It's been a wonderful time. We can say that. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did, and I hope to see you soon with the next part. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.